through that, take me through that.
She gone out of that booth, she gone out of that overly, yeah, she gone. I'm taking her up through there. Two of my go-to player. Hydra, two players. Got body like she went on a drill. Look right, she go trim. Cut it, get it on film. Full course meal, she ate up the drill. She wanna go through there, yeah. Pop me in one name, tryna get fried. Take another piece of the fried. Gas up, shout it, up through there. The cool like a rocket for real. I told her charge me up, my phone died. She going no kill, yeah.
Take me through that, take me through that.
She gone.
Take me through that, take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that.
Up through there.
Take me through that, take me through that.
She gone.
Take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that.
Where we going, twin?
Take me through that, take me through that.
Where we going then?
Take me through that, take me through that.
Still gone, we gone.
Take me through that, take me through that.
She gone out of that booth, she gone out of that overly, yeah, she gone. I'm taking her up through there. Two of my go-to player. Hydra, two players. Got body like she went on a drill. Look right, she go trim. Cut it, get it on film. Full course meal, she ate up the drill. She wanna go through there, yeah. Pop me in one name, tryna get fried. Take another piece of the fried. Gas up, shout it, up through there. The cool like a rocket for real. I told her charge me up, my phone died. She going no kill, yeah.
Take me through that, take me through that.
She gone.
Take me through that, take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that.
Up through there.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Hopefully, y'all ready to be taken through there. I'm happy to be here. I am so happy to be here. It is the end of the year of 2025, and it has been a journey, a good time, a great time, a laughing time, and you guys have been there for it. Before we get into anything, Ashley, how are you feeling? Are you ready to be taken through there all about 2025?
Take me through it. Oh, I'm loud and I'm robotic again. But no, I'm very, very excited. Can't wait to get into all of the happenings in 2025, and so grateful the people that came through and then rocked with us throughout this whole year. I'm elated. How are you, Tyra? And are you ready to get it? Are you ready to go down through there? You gonna throw it in a circle? Throw that wham in a circle? You just handing it
No,
out? What are we doing?
I don't do that. I don't really do too much of that, but I'm definitely ready. Y'all, I got as much of 2025 together today as I could, and hopefully y'all feel the same. Of course, chime in the chat, show us some love, hit that like button, tell a friend and tell a friend that we are going all the way through all things 2025 before we get into 2026. And if you feel like we missed something that you wanted us to talk about before we get into the new year, feel free to let us know down below. Before we get started, let me go on and get my boo here, because we're going to pull up every single time and said, this year low-key drained pieces of me, but 2026, we up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ditto. Ditto. All that good stuff. Absolutely. But, I have faith that we're going to have a really, really good year next year. Now, what better way to start? Because, a lot of us being taken through that, if you will, it's because of who our current president is. So I feel like we should start there to get that man out the way, and then we can make our way to other things. So let's go here. Oh, jeez. I'm exhausted already.
Really not fair. That's really not fair. They're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen the video of the girl that made the renegade dance.
Yeah, how I'm gonna survive. This app was literally supposed to be my way out. So for everyone who's saying, go get a job, I am literally working. I have no more time. I work almost every day doing DoorDash, and DoorDash pays $2 a delivery. I Instacart. I have classes Monday through Thursday in person. I have been posting on this app almost every day for 5 years, guys. I've been posting on this app 3 to 5 times every day for the last...
Government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never going to trust you ever again, because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income.
And we're going to stop there. Starting off the year Trump did many things, but one of the first that had a lot of people taking through there because this is their livelihood. We were trying to put the ban on TikTok, and people, rightfully so, lost their minds. Even now to this day, some will say that TikTok is still not the same. The revenue ain't revenuing like it used to, and things are all so different because we wanted to start off by banning TikTok. Ashley, how did you feel about this?
You know, so oh gosh, that's real bad.
It's bad. I hear nothing on my
That
end,
echo.
but you know it's me. Y'all let us know how we're sounding in the chat. There have been some tech issues and stuff that we've been dealing with lately. So let us know immediately if myself or Ashley does not sound good.
Yeah, or like or distorted because I hear the distortion. But like there's definitely a bag to be had over there in the TikTok street. So I get it. But I think the key to all of this is never put your eggs in one basket. There's no reason to only be dependent on one platform, even though TikTok had a cute bag. This has actually been my best year on TikTok. So I can't say the band, I'm just saying it was a real good year over there despite all of it. But I think it did, give people a wake up call and a reality check that you can't put all of your eggs in one basket. You have to diversify. You need multiple streams of income in order to make it, even if content creation is your thing. You should have a Facebook, you should have an Instagram, you should have a Lemonade, you should have a whatever out there is available. But also, something real suspicious about it. I think he was kind of behind it so he could come in, swoop in, and be like a
Hmm.
hero. Just saying. That's what it gave overall. What'd you think of it?
I don't really be in them TikTok streets at all. I don't even go over there for sport. So it didn't really hit me in that way. I more so felt for people who do occupy those spaces, whether you're just a regular user or you use it for your revenue. Like it's a bag to be had over there, and unfortunately, some people do not plan for the what ifs and shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and if it just happens to get snatched down and you've been making a lot of money from it, it's gonna hit you where it hurts. So I really felt for people. Nikki said, "You sound like you are talking from the inside."
I know.
Does Ashley sound like she's speaking from L and them? Does it sound like it's coming from the upside down? Because for me, Ashley sounds really, really good, but it's not always gelled in that way. Does Ashley sound good, y'all? Before we keep going, because I don't want it to
Hello.
be. Sounds fine to me, but I'm not a good judge at this point.
Yeah, I was hearing the crazy background. It's still there. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna go out and come back in and see if that does anything to help it. It's real bad.
I have no clue. I don't know what else to do at this point. I don't know what to do. But what I can do is read the super chat though. Can definitely do that. Ashley's coming back. Let's see if that helped the situation. We don't want y'all to be hearing Ashley from the beyond. How's she sounding now?
Hello. It's
Still
still
bad?
there. It's still bad, but yeah, I don't know.
So then it's me. Let me see.
I don't know. Maybe you can mute. I don't know if muting makes a difference. I don't know at this point. It's just hello. Are you muted now? Because I don't hear an echo now on me. If you're muted now, that works. Okay. They're saying it's a bit of an echo, but it's not too bad. Okay.
Okay, so when you're gone, I'm going to mute moving forward. Cool. But I was feeling for the TikTok folks. Let me get this super chat here from Queen because maybe the chat said you got money. You got money. Child, that's if this wants to act right. Thank you so much for showing some love. Happy to be here, ladies. Happy early New Year. Thank you. You've been here solid this year, supporting as like what feels like a newer face. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Let me see. Get down here. Eric Alexander is in the house with a super sticker. Thank you so much for showing love once again. Let's see. Yes, and we'll hear it now. Good. We can continue on with the goodness of the stream.
Livelihood. And who does that?
I hope y'all are ready for the government to officially shut down. We're following breaking news. A live look now at the Senate floor where a bill to fund the government just failed, largely along party lines at 45 to 55. The bill did not get the 60 votes needed to pass. Senator Jerry Moran of Kansas was the first to speak after it failed. Let's take a listen to that.
For a second time, failed to pass a continuing resolution to allow the federal government to continue to operate. It's because we are coming to the end of the fiscal year. The appropriation bills have not all been approved, although
in office, this would not be happening.
Now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna skip through that. Trump is extremely exhausting. This governmental whatever hostile takeover, if you will, this shutdown has been absolutely horrible for people who are close to me, people who aren't. Like, I've heard some horror stories because people are losing their jobs, whether it's just the shutdown of benefits and Social Security and the Medicaid of it all, or the DEI situation and people being displaced from their jobs. It's been a terrible economy, and it's just been extremely hard, and I hate that for everyone. Yeah, hell, I haven't seen a brunt of it myself. It's just been really, really tragic. But actually, how did you feel about the governmental shutdown? And like you said before, Trump kind of swooping in after so long, because this was the longest shutdown period, and fixing it, if you will, because I don't feel like anything's been fixed.
Child, it's so hard. And sometimes you kind of have to think, is this like intentional chaos? Like, just, put on us to distract us from what's really going on. But no, it was terrible, from the cancellation of people or the suspension of people's benefits to the federal, furlough or whatever, and then them not getting paid and having to pivot and try to find a job in between times. It was really terrible. Like, all of this, it's really been very surreal this year. I feel like in politics and just in America in general, like, this can't really be happening. Like, he's really not busting down the ballroom of the White House to build himself a shrine or something. Like, so much stuff has been just completely unbelievable. But I will say, I feel like us as a people have always been resilient. And we're coming out on the other side of it. But no, it was hard. That's why the collective got together and was like, we didn't want to see anybody here in our community struggling during the holidays, especially because it came at the most inopportune time. Why would you do that like October, November, December, going into the holiday season when people got to feed their kids and get Christmas? And it was just so terrible. Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but there's so much behind it, I think, that we really don't see. It's very sad, and I pray and hope 2026 improves. But Tyra, he gonna be here. This was just year one. This was just year one. We got 3 more years. And I don't know.
It seriously feels like it's been 10 years. It feels like all the time has been extremely lost and sidetracked and interchangeable, that it feels like he's been there for so long and it's just year one. I think the thing that hit me the most with all of his shenanigans and that big, beautiful bill was definitely the deportation and all of the hijinks that was going on with getting the folks out of here, the criminals out of here, X, Y, and Z, and it's turned into us, bursting into homes and monopolizing areas, policing places, and deporting people just completely irrationally, undeserving. Like, it was tragic to see so many families, broken up because we want to do this thing here. That was maybe the thing that hit me the most, and the toll that it took on the cities that it hit the hardest. I don't really care to talk about this man any further. I just knew that we had to bring him up, and I wanted to get him out the way. But anything else that you want to relay on Trump and all of his doings in the year, because I'm tired.
Girl, no. What was really in them files? That's what I want to see. Release the rest of the files, unredacted. Let me see what's really going on, because there's so much to the story. Again, it gives soap opera. Like I said, I just pray the best for people's families. I've seen that too, Tyra, especially on TikTok. People really having to restart their lives in Mexico or wherever they were from and become a part of a culture that they never really knew because they were literally have been here their whole lives, weren't born here, but here their whole lives. And then the Americans that have been affected by the ICE raids as well, because they all haven't been undocumented people. I don't know. I'm just praying for some peace, Lord, and hope for tomorrow because it's real crazy and real scary. And I hope as long as we can hold on to each other, we can make it through. We made it through bad presidencies before. So, child, I just haven't seen anything like it in my living memory, but that's all I got.
Definitely no, but this is like a telenovela of presidency, so it's like unheard of in a way, and it's bad. But with him on out the way, because I don't want to say nothing about. Ugh, I figure we should get into something fun. Whoop-de-doo, if you will, because somebody got out of jail this year. But before we can get out of jail, we were talking a whole lot via them prison phone calls and being a chatty patty. And I feel like we need to spend some time on him. So let's go on over here and get into all things Young Thug had to say on his way out the door. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, God.
Wow, I'm so peeved. Mariah don't even know. I'm in this bitch still fucking. Goddamn CO give it a box quicker than the FedEx work. He don't be telling my business, man. And Gunna highly disappointed me.
On Christmas. Do you miss me? You sexy.
Yeah, bro. I ain't never been pillow talk. I ain't never been talk about nobody else in my life on the phone with nobody else. I never been that type of. I've been these last few days. I've been sitting around like, what was I thinking? Like, what I was doing?
This what he did. He made, which they still got to prove the shit though, which I don't think they're gonna ever be able to prove because it's just not a game. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a game. He said YSL is a game.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga. And we fight to get out this bitch. If we beat these folk, whoop-de-doo. We beat them. We go forward. Nigga, I created you, nigga. Well, God created you, but I helped. Once you rat or once you turn gay, and I don't got nothing against gay people. It's gay people that work for me. But when I look at you a certain way, if I look at you, if I meet you and you gay, it's like, okay. If I meet you and you portraying that you a man and you not gay, I don't got nothing against gay people.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? If you portraying a certain thing,
you deceiving.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't look at you the same. Yeah. I ain't mad at you for being gay. So what? Everybody, whoever gay, they gay. So what, nigga? I don't got no problem with gay people. Gay people work for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm damn near around gay people every day because they work for me. I don't got no problem with them. I don't hate that I even brung this shit. I don't want you to take it out, but I hate I even brung it up because I don't even want the LGBT.
They get what you're saying.
I don't even want that community to even think that I'm against them. I'm overly with y'all folks. When you got out of jail, you didn't help Slime at all. Savage sent money to Thug. Wham sent money to Thug. Pluto sent money to Thug. Cash sent money to Thug. Drake sent crazy bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't send no bankroll to Thug. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug mama. Gunna didn't pull up on Thug family.
Where the music at, Slime? You just played me some hard ass shit now. Why that shit ain't that? The fuck is a nigga thinking about?
Cause I just don't.
Sorry. Why y'all ain't sent bankroll to Thug? Now it skipped a little bit, but of course this also went viral because we had the nerve to sit on that phone call with our woman, our fiance now, because we got on our knee in front of that concert and asked Mariah the Scientist to marry us, and decided to go in on Glorilla's looks as well and called her, the whole look more like Brianna. She ugly as hell. Yeah, all of that was happening, and people were in disbelief. We already were aware, if you're keeping up with it, as far as Young Thug and these charges and the trial and the shenanigans of it all in the RICO. And we're fighting this, but at the same time, we're having beef with several people who maybe didn't pour into YSL as we should, or somebody like Gunna who said, yeah, I ain't have nothing to do with that. I'm gonna tell y'all whatever y'all want to hear. I'm not going to jail for nobody. And those whole notations of who's a rat and who isn't, and the snitching code and all these things that I am glad that are just going by the wayside now, because why? Going to jail for who? Whoop-de-doo my ass. I'm not going to jail for nobody. I'm not going to jail and doing fed time for nobody. If we go to jail, we do that time. Whoop-de-doo. Absolutely not. People were really surprised that not only was Young Thug being a chatty patty, but just that it was a man conversing with other men via jail as well as his woman, or he's cheating or all those things. But I think people, especially other men, underestimate how chatty fellow men can be. Men love to talk, especially a man in jail. I didn't understand why people were so shocked that not only was he cheating and having his way in jail and multiple women, but every single thing that he had on his mind, he called somebody up and said something about it. And it was leaked. And we even have other phone calls with him being a chatty patty to the police and snitching, if you will, and whoop-de-doo. All of this kind of having this double standard for who's a snitch and who isn't, who's a rat. I'm just glad that the snitch culture is falling by the wayside and people aren't really supporting that kind of propaganda. But don't ever think that any grown-ass man, especially one in jail, is above being a chatty patty on the phone with anybody. We don't have nothing but time in jail. Ashley, did you send Bankroll to Thug?
He'd be starving if he was waiting on me to put some money on his commissary, on his books. And yeah, I mean, if y'all don't know men don't gossip, y'all must not everybody known anybody who's been down. And back before the phone calls were a big thing, they would write 15-page letters. I don't know if you have family, friends, or somebody you dated that ever been locked up back in the olden days, but they was gonna write and tell you everything that was going on in their mind, in their life, what happened in the past, what they hope to happen in the future. So none of this surprises me. The biggest thing surprises me that anyone would lay down with this man who looked like he don't know how to wipe his butt properly. Tyra, it really gives very much. He's got stains in his drawers. That's just how he looks. That's how he talks. That's how he carries himself. I don't even know how he's gotten all of the airtime that he has. Really, you know what? For me, I feel like if you're a man and you've got the courage of your convictions to run your mouth like a chatty Cathy all this time, right? Be a man and be man enough to stand behind your words. If I said it, I meant it. I thought about it. I let it come out of my mouth. I'm not gonna backtrack now, baby. Stand on big business. If you said Glorilla was ugly, say it to her face. But the next day you was in her DMs. But you know, I ain't mean it like that. You know what? Like, I don't like no Mark, Tyra. I don't like that. It's not cute. It's not sexy. It's none of the sort. And then to play that card of, oh, I have gay friends. I have a gay friend. I have gay employees. They work for me. Well, are you crazy? Like, you ain't nothing happened. Nothing happened while you was in the pinta? Nothing happened before the pinta. I didn't heard the rumors. I'm just saying, thou dost protest too much in my book, buddy. I don't know. I ain't got it to do for him, but whoop-de-doo. If I want to talk about his dirty draws, that's my business. Whoop-de-doo. That's all I got.
If we go to jail, we go to jail. Whoop-de-doo. Hell no. Not going to jail for nobody, sir. I'm glad that Gunna is also soaring musically and he hasn't had any setbacks because, yeah, I'm putting myself first. Whoop-de-doo my ass. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Emma Frost, for showing love. I want to thank Peacemaker Season 2 for bringing me here to all of you. Also, great looks, girls. You look flawless. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much once again for gifting 10 memberships. If you got a membership from Emma, please say thank you in the chat. It is very much so appreciated. Let me see. Make sure I have not missed anything. Rose's Bud rolled up and said, you both look so beautiful. Happy holidays. Thank you. And I know y'all sending some well looking beautiful too. We got some beautiful subscribers. Rosebud also rolled up on my end and showed some love too. Thank you so much. Oh man, whoop-de-doo. That is in the lexicon now as far as I'm concerned. Oh man. Let me see. I think I got, did I get that one? Let me make sure. Yeah, I got it, Ashley. Sure. Okay, now here I felt like we should get into I think it's some couples here because somebody got a man this year, y'all. Somebody got a man this year. Clarissa's got a man at home. this was a year of couples, and we're going to get into the couples that I felt like popped out this year that I want to talk about, and some who maybe got just an honorable mention that we can talk about a little yang yang. But the one who popped out the most, and maybe not the best way, was definitely Papoose and Clarissa. So I want to spend a little moment on them, and then we go come back.
So y'all knew my man had to come through for the baddest, for his queen. He came, Louis Vuitton travel duffel bag with the travel with the.
Out of the courtroom, it was in the newspapers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen everything. How can I come to y'all and say something didn't happen? Y'all got to stop, man. Like, come on. So
I think during that time, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it. Because I've known y'all so long, and not fix the relationship, just the friendship, the parenting, just fix that part. That was the most important thing, right?
That takes time. Like it's a divorce. It's not something that just happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers, it's time, it's all this stuff that gotta happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like
I wish her the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over a year and a half now. It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like it's just over here. Like, she's happy, we're happy, and that's it.
Yeah, every time I'm supposed to be our wife and stuff. You see this big old ring on my finger? Bling a ding ding ding. Engaged. I'm getting tired of people asking me, when your wedding? When your wedding? When you gonna have kids? Like, Papoose is the wealthiest man that I've been with.
Clarissa, please. Not right now.
What moment did you realize that she was the love of your life?
Man, I would have to say from the time we met.
For real? Wait a second now. Come on now, don't do that.
Nah, honestly, the friendship started out as a friendship, and as it progressed and as we got to know each other more and more, I started to realize.
I respect Clarissa so much in the lane, in the world of boxing, and you know that GOAT status, because we're on it. But outside of the ring, there has just been a lacking, and this narrative for her as a woman that has been painted as just a professional, just in general, has just been so diluted for me this year. You know, when it's like, oh my God, you were so beautiful before you started talking. You were so handsome before you opened your mouth. Like, you know, just let the ring and what you do and your skill and technique speak for itself. But no, that has completely been beeline for me, and it's just been all Papoose and her having to defend this relationship. I mean, does he like her? I'm asking for a friend, because it just really feels like it's always a lot of Clarissa, and Papoose is just kind of there. But she's always like on the defense and pushing and pushing. Even that Breakfast Club interview, that was like a couple of days ago. She's still, you know, interjecting, and she wants to speak on behalf, and the you know, my man, my bag, my bangs, you know, my pap. That's done. Now we're here. Something is lacking as far as like being humble, and something with them for me just doesn't connect. And it could be me being biased because we've been so engrossed in Papoose and Remy's black love that it's just kind of odd to see them estranged from each other. But something for me feels disingenuous between the two, and the way Papoose looked at Remy, I don't see him look at Clarissa like that. Clarissa just seems to kind of have a bag that she doesn't mind sharing. I don't know that man's pockets. I don't know. Remy said she was fitting them bills. She was paying them bills from jail. And that's all I knew. I learned this year. Remy said she was paying bills from jail. I don't know. I'm hoping that it is genuine, and this is something that's not gonna blow up in Carissa's face because it's her everything right now. I hate the picture that's painted that feels like Clarissa's never been like properly loved. And this is like the first man, if you want to say that, to really just step to her and treat her as in a way that she wants to be treated, and she don't know how to act. I just want her to act accordingly and know her worth not only as a boxer but as a woman. Ashley, Carissa, and Papoose.
She just said it herself. I ain't never dated anybody with this rich. Papoose is the richest man I've ever dated. She ain't never had nothing, Tyra. Like, this is how people act who ain't never had anything. But here's my thing. If I'm Clarissa, I stay out of married people business. Meaning I stay out their bedrooms. I stay out the conversation. I say, because you never know what's going to happen with people with that much of a history. But for me, Papoose, I mean, this is par for the course for him. The only time I've really seen him was on Love and Hip Hop that season, I think when Remy got out. And you know, they had kind of made their Love and Hip Hop debut, and he always seemed like he was more chill towards the back, and Remy kind of led. I think he likes vocal women, so I won't say I think it's disingenuine. Like I said, it very much gives you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been with nobody. Cause like she's just so proud of this married man being with her. It behooves me. Like it really does. And I'm gonna chalk it up to naivete. I think she still is in her 20s, maybe early 30s. And maybe I know she says she's been somewhere. It just gives you ain't been nowhere, baby, and you haven't learned life lessons yet. And the fact, like I said, that Remy and Papoose have been together forever, toxic or not, stuff like that doesn't crumble overnight. And I would be quiet. I would just be quiet. But I think from what I've seen over the past year with Clarissa, it's not just Remy. She done got into it with Layla Ali. Just the other couple weeks ago, she's into it with this woman, this troll in her comments. She didn't kick the babies out the Goodwill line to give them toys. Like Clarissa's on her own type of time. I think maybe dealing with her own success and being in the public spotlight with a man who had some notoriety has done something to her head. I hope that she takes a moment to regroup at some point. It don't look like she's going to. But I would hate for her to end in all of this and have egg on her face if it doesn't work out. Like I would really just love her to kind of quiet down, gain some maturity, and really see where this is gonna go. Because at the end of the day, is the divorce final yet, Tyra? Because it wasn't back then when they was talking about it. So I mean, baby, you can't marry somebody who's already married. It's illegal unless you're gonna be like Garrick over there in Utah and make that happen. I don't know. Like I said, I stay out of married people business. If we hunching, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm staying out of married folks' business. I don't like it, Tyra. I don't like it. And I wish she had an older sister or like a mama or an auntie or somebody just to pull her to the side and say, baby, like maybe you should hush a little bit. Maybe you should just let's just see how it's gonna play out first, That's just me. And she looks like that in the face because she gets hit in the face for a living. Joshua, don't do that. I don't think Clarissa's ugly. When you look, she's got indentations from being hit. She's a fighter, I think. Right? Yeah, they get hit in the face.
I will never say that. And I don't like that that's put on Clarissa because the same things were said about a Serena, Simone Biles, anyone who has an athletic build and is more mass and muscle at times, they have a different, frequency and facial structure about themselves, and it just directly goes into the masculine lane, and then somebody's ugly. I don't think she's ugly. When I say something feels disingenuous with Papoose because of who she is and the age or whatever, the wisdom that he should, try to administer, I would think he would put her reputation, her legacy, and those type of things first. I'm not popping out with nothing until my situation is resolved with Remy and the ink is dry on those papers. Then we can pop out all you want to. He just popped out. And just because Remy popped out with, Easy the Block Captain and whatnot, doesn't mean you had to either, because Yeah, Carissa, you know, she's not just anybody. So I'm going to put that first. We're not. And it's just, she has to take the brunt of, well, this is what's going on. And I have to be on the fence. And she's been really, really defensive about everything since she got with Papoose. I don't like to see it. I don't like to see it. But let's go.
Wait a second now. Come on now, don't do that.
Nah, honestly, the friendship started out as a friendship, and as it progressed and as we got to know each other more and more, I started to realize.
Okay, cool.
Now, this couple here, they popped out too. They did. Naysayers or believers or whatever, PR or whatever's going on. Tiana and AA Run popped out in a major way this year, and I just wanted to take a moment for them because this was completely unexpected, and I wasn't mad at it. Let's look at the material. Look at the material. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Congratulations, my girl. All the motherfucking time, bitch. I gotta tell you, I remember I got rid of this nigga one time. Happy
What if I want to get my back blown out in peace? You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
Now, speaking of getting her back blown out in peace, I'm hoping that that's what she's getting. PR or not, we know how Hollywood works and how certain relationships are put together. Because I swear we just woke up and they were together. It's like, what? And it's not, geez, moving silence. Maybe it wasn't for us to know. But what we were made aware of, as we said, with these couples that have had time in, Tiana had been with Iman for quite some time and had them Iman babies and all of that good stuff. And we have been through some things and been taken through there with, financially, emotionally, the divorce and the strain of that, Iman kind of taking it and bringing it public. It had been a lot. So regardless of what's really going on here, it's nice to maybe feel like and visually see her at times seem like she's getting loved on properly. I love that. I love that. I don't care what the hell going on. I have never seen Tiana rest so hard in her femininity. Talk about masculine and having some of that energy presenting forward. It's been very soft lately. It's been very soft. And if anything else, I just like to watch him handle her. I just watch all those hands handle Tiana in the best way possible. PR or not, they look really, really good together. They complement each other very, very well. He's single, she's single. Hopefully something jingling. I hope it's real, or I can pretend if it ain't. Ashley, how did you feel about Tiana popping out this year with Aaron Pierre? That's Mufasa.
I love it. We needed that.
Congratulations, my girl. All the motherfucking time, bitch.
For optics or not, the culture needed this, and I feel like they do some of their best hunching. They do that good hunching, Tyra. They do that good hunching. Now, PR or not, I know she's been over there. I know she done rode the ride. I know that she's been over there. Look at him holding. Look at that. Listen, if he banged Stella's back out like he did in the morning show, they went over there. They went over there at least a couple times. And from what I've seen, I think it's cute. I'm not going to put nothing on it. I adore them together. I think they make a handsome couple. I like it. I like the envisionment of it. Like I said, it looks like they do that good hunching. Like I think we need to see that. We need to see that desirable black men still will choose a black woman. So I don't care if it's fake, whatever. Good job, damn it. Good job to the PR team. Because I think we need to see it. I think girls need to see it. I think men need to see it. And I'm here for it. Let me believe my delusion. This and Nicolandria, I'ma believe it. Damn it. Caress me, Aaron, damn it. Hold my head like that, Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. Grab my booty cheeks like that. Like, I it. Damn it. We can like it.
We absolutely can like it. I'm here for it. I don't care who has something to say about it. I'm gonna ride the wave as long as it lasts. And if they make it last a little longer, I'm here for that. Like, let's go and double down on what Ashley said about a brown skinned girl being loved properly by a black man, undesirable. Because I think we all instantly just knew Aaron Pierre was gonna be over there with a YT woman. And maybe this was used to kind of subvert that idea because we do need that black female fan base. We know how the game is played. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the best hunching, as Ashley said. Let me get some of these super chats before we go on to the next couple. And y'all make sure you guys are hitting the like button if you are having a good time and you're feeling good and you are ready for that new year. Thank you so much, Jay Buggin, for the super chat. Came through with that fake luggage. That girl gonna end up stabbing him. Shaking my head, and yes, that math wasn't right. Did you hear her? She was like, yeah, we've been together a year and a half already. And next year in September, it's gonna be 2 years. What, Clarissa? She just ready to get there. Clarissa says she wants some babies, and Papoose is gonna be the one to give them to her. Let her say it. Well, we'll see. I'm wishing them nothing but the best and positivity. Thank you, Darfelina. Remy said she ready for Pap to sign those papers. That's what she said. I don't know why they haven't been signed yet. They kind of tossed the ring around as far as who's at fault as to why we haven't signed these papers yet. I don't know, but don't take us through all of this. You know, my man, my back, my Pap, my bang. Shoot up the club. We ought to end up back together. Don't be cute. Sign the papers. Sign those papers. Thank you once again, Jay Buggin. He's using her. Everyone sees it, and she be cussing everyone out when they bring it up. If you watch Pap's interviews, he tells on himself he's a bum. Oh, Lord. Thank you so much, Jay Buggin, for showing love. Thank you, Rude, from the Vinyl. Hey, ladies, just wanted to stop by and wish you both a happy new year. Thank you for making this year easier to bear. See you in 2026. Absolutely. And thank you for stopping by. We appreciate that. Go DeMarcus. Go DeMarcus. Thank you, DeMarcus. James Gold St. Patrick. And a new character named Kiana is supposed to be in episode 10 of Force. Omari Hardwick and Courtney Kemp kissed and made up. Now, you know I don't watch Force, maybe Ashley and those 4th Street, but whatever that union is, you sound happy about it. I'm here for it, DeMarcus. I'm absolutely here for it. But getting over here, hopefully you guys have hit that like button. We had another couple that kind of already had popped out, but they popped out this year, and it was cute. It was cute, and once again, we are happy to see anybody who is getting properly loved on. This is someone who has been through a whole lot, whole lot, especially in the public eye. So it was nice to see her pop out with this fella who seems like a good fella. So let's go on over here with Megan and Clay.
That's a year old, y'all. Let's be fucking for real.
The whole golf course, and we're going to have the time of our lives. Fit to match the hat.
Baby, why are you so cute?
Thank you.
Okay, so we got me out here. You picked my outfit.
Yeah.
You picked it. You think it's cute?
Mm-hmm. You got cute shoes on. Oh, the shirt. I did well. I'm really proud of myself. Oh, that's really good, baby. Sit down. It's not bad at all, boo. My good luck charm.
It's hot as fuck, baby.
You gotta battle the elements. This is
Why
sport,
you got me out here doing this?
It's gonna be a lifelong game. There you go. Babe, do the same thing. That was really good.
My man, because we can't play it because it's gonna get copyrighted. Kicking me down, spoiling me, dropping me crazy. My man, my baby, kicking me down, spoiling me, dropping me crazy. Let's get to Megan and her man. Megan popped out this year with Klay Thompson, and Klay has been busting out the seams and out of his shell and eating up all Megan's food like no other. I have never seen so much of this man. I do know Klay at the extent of him playing ball and whatnot, but outside of that,
the shirt.
I don't really know a whole lot about this man. So to get into Megan bringing so much out of his personality and him kind of being this calming essence and spirit for them, baby, they gonna have a take. Maybe they purchase a home together. they purchased a home, and Megan is in her lover girl era. We hear it in the music, and from everything that she's been through with the trial and the shooting and the Bigfoot of it all, it's just nice to see this, and for it to be our girl Megan, you know, freak nasty, throw it around, go a couple rounds, leave that dick up in the casket. He gotta be working with something. You gotta be working with something. You gotta be packing. You gotta be deep stroking to be over here with Megan. And I love that for Clay. I love that for them both. I'm happy for this relationship, and I'm happy for our girl. Ashley, how do you feel about Megan and Clay?
You know I love it. You know I love it. We covered her documentary that she had put out. What was it, last year? And it was so moving to me because I had no concept or idea of what she had been going through all of those years, losing the only person in the world who loved her. Like, listen, that's the only somebody who loved me. And then to kind of fight through everything else, the friendships, the accusations, as far as her virtue, and all of those things. And now to see her settle here, I think it's very cute. I like the yin and yang of it. I like that he's calm and kind of conservative, and that she still gets to be herself, and that he seemingly really adores her and respects her. The interviews I've seen where people have come out of pocket about her, he's quietly and cutely checked them. I also like the fact that he has a nuclear family that's embraced her, seemingly, right? From what we've seen from Thanksgiving and all of the things. It's like, no, she came over and she cooked for the whole family, and she had a spread laid out, and they seem to have embraced her, and she feels confident enough to share him. And like I said, she's been so slut shamed throughout these past couple years. It's nice to see someone say, I don't give a damn about any of that. This is about me and you, and I'm not gonna let you talk about her in my presence. Like, I love that for her. It makes me happy that she seems to be so happy with him. And I hope it's a safe space to land, and I hope they can go the distance. I really, really do. I think it's good for her. And like I said, I love that now she has this new family that's embracing her, and she don't have to feel out here alone, Tyra. Now, as far as Clay, I got to say it, because I don't know. Maybe it's the schlong Tyra, or maybe he really is a kind man and is just really nice to her. Because other than that, I don't get it. Other than that, I don't get it. But baby, kindness and a big D, it'll work every single time, Tyra. I'm gonna sit it right there. Sit it right there. I love it.
That's a tall drink of water, Ashley. You know, what's understood don't have to be explained. Megan know what it is. Megan knows what's over there, and I'm glad she does. It just feels like she's protected, and I appreciate that. It's nice to see that after everything she's been through. Now, before we get into this next couple, I was debating whether or not I was going to put them here, and I was like, you know what, I have to, because I think it lends itself to a different type of conversation as far as these relationships that we've been getting this year. So let's go over here with them.
Literally would not be a walking, talking, breathing being had it not been for the Lord putting Megan in my life. Amen. I was completely abandoned.
You just love me the way I need to be loved.
Oh, you trying to get the eyes welled up in here? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I love a good cancellation story. I love it. I really do.
This is getting crazy.
Megan has not spoken about this, but one of the most heartbreaking things for me was, we're going to this thing, and then we get blanked. One thing that really angers me, actually, like I'm actually still angry about it, is
Megan, you didn't have to get in the fire, right? But you did. Is that the fearlessness? Is that the compassion?
I was still upset at God. Part of me was like, you bamboozled me. I'm mad at you. Like, I did this, I did that, I did this. You knew that this was my greatest fear, that my mom and dad divorced after 10 years. I want to trust you, and I have no choice but to trust you, but I'm struggling with how to ever see anything the same anymore. Like, I was like, Lord, am I supposed to be here? And I just heard God say yes. You said yes, then I'm not afraid of nothing. Coretta, you damn right. Absolutely. Positively. Period.
The Black community is very forgiving, but when your circumstance is with someone outside of the Black community, like, whatever, should have been over here. Faith community can be very fickle. So as soon as you do something irreligious, they're like, throw him to the wolves. Then you've got this professional community it's not a community, it's business. Like, oh, you're not good for business anymore, throw him away. How important has Megan been?
I mean, she is just my biggest blessing. With Megan, it is. I love you, baby. I love you too, girl.
You know, because of it, you know, she took, I don't think she mind me saying, like, yeah, she wasn't in they weren't announcing it, but like, she lost endorsements. You know, we got uninvited to stuff. You know, she got uninvited to stuff because she had shown just how down she was, and they knew if Megan's coming, Jay's coming. You know, I'm coming. You know, yeah, she took an incredible hit. You know, and then just walking around. You know what I mean? Like a lot of our work, as you guys know, is like socializing. Right. You know what I mean? And
we asked her that when she was up here as well. You know, like the same question that Lauren just asked you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever feel like that was too much? And she said no.
Ashley, I'm gonna let you go first.
Now, why you put that on my back? Why you put that on my back? Listen here. So, oh Jesus, help me, Holy Ghost. When I said as far as Tiana and Aaron, and y'all said they broke up today. Okay, that's fine. When I said I like the optics of it, I meant that thing. Fake or not, I like the way that it looks. I like the way that it looked for the culture. I liked the picture of it. This I don't like the picture of. Do I hate Jonathan? I don't hate Jonathan. I don't. I don't have no. I think this is a very talented actor. Okay. However, I hate the idea of a Black man welcoming and creating a path for a Black woman to embrace his trauma. I don't like that. I feel like for me at this big advanced age, and Megan is of a certain age, okay? I feel like even if the attraction was there, even if it was all there, you knowing the predicament that you're in would say, baby, this is not something I want to invite you into. This is not something I want to invite your career into. Let me get straight first. But no, we have to always see this image of Black women coming in and perpetually building a bear. Like you used her on the press run and then sat up there in that Lecrae interview and tried to fake cry. Damn it. You know I love you, girl. Who are you talking to? Is this like he's an actor by trade, okay? It should be more convincing than it is. And as far as Meg, like girl, out of the frying pan into the fire. I don't understand it. I don't understand the move. But am I gonna question? She said God told her. This is the first time I didn't heard her say that. The Lord told her. Yes, girl, I can't compete with what you think the Lord told you. I'm hoping it's not delusion. I'm hoping it wasn't him on a tape recorder in the background just playing it while you're asleep so that you think that's what God is saying. But I really, like I said, I just don't like it. I don't like the Black woman in perpetual struggle and let me help you. I'm going to fix this for you. I'm going to be stoic. Yes, Coretta. Yes. Merle, yeah, I'm going to be all of that. Why would you want to be a civil rights leader's wife? Do you know what happened? You want to be Betty? You want to be Coretta? Like you want that for your life, miss? Do you know what happened? It's a lot. God bless them and Godspeed, baby. If y'all like it, I love it, but I don't like the way that it looks. I don't, damn it. I don't like it. I said it.
As well. Yeah. I love a good cancellation story. I love it. I really do.
This is getting crazy. Megan has not spoken about this, but one of the most heartbreaking things for me was, oh, we're going to this thing, and then we get blanked. One thing that really angers me, actually, like I'm actually still angry about it.
You don't get to be angry. Look, I don't like this because you would never see these roles reversed. Never. You would never see any man, any demographic, age, race, whatever, so especially someone with the longevity in the career that Megan has had to work immensely hard for. Megan has been acting since she was a child. I'm not jeopardizing my career, my livelihood, my foundation, period, to take on someone else's problems. Because that's what they were. And the optics will forever be terrible with the way Jonathan decided to pursue his former, partner / victim. And we come over here and we claim that, yes, baby, I'm going to be your Coretta. What? Why? Why? I get the Lord, the Lord told me to do it, and, he spoke to me, and, something in my spirit, and just this spirituality that Megan leads with, that if he told me upstairs, I know that this is a good decision. But even for her to be in that space, or however they met, because you can't convince me that she wasn't the Cleopatra on that phone that got snatched in the first place. I think it was Megan on the phone. We all do. But how we even got here in the leap to not engaged, baby, they're married. They're married. PR or not, or something, to say, because a lot of us in the beginning were like, Megan, how much they pay you to be here? How much was the check for you to swoop in and be Captain Save a Nigga? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This has done so much damage. And he didn't have to say it here. We didn't have to hear it in interviews to know how much, she's lost and suffered from aligning herself with her now husband. It was bound to take a toll. I love that she's happy. She's happy, body by Jonathan Majors, as Ashley would say. They're embarking on ventures and things together, and the fitness and merch and all those things. But it also feels like we're lifting him up so much, and we have to pour in so much because he was down so low. And my question is, if he wasn't, would he even be checking for you? I just want to know. I just want to know. And I wouldn't, paint the narrative, well, you shouldn't have been over there with that white tea woman. You shouldn't have been, be with who you want to be with. That's your prerogative. But that was, from what we've been made aware of, who you wanted to be with and surround yourself with, period, before the incident occurred. And now all of a sudden, our very cultural black fan base, blackity black Megan, has to swoop in and be fucking Batman. If she's happy, I'm happy for her. I wish them nothing but blessings to be bestowed. But I don't need, because it feels like things are performative. If every single scene and sensation that we get with Jonathan, he's breaking down and he's crying and he's emotional, which is fine. Black men have their emotion, have that. But it just feels like he isn't healed, and it feels just really tight to be in a space where Jonathan was and the trajectory of where his career was, going to go. Because we all saw it. We was like, oh, he's next up. And for it to just plummet, what that has to do to your mental, physical, period, is crazy. I don't think I would have the fortitude to build that up. Coretta says she does. She said the Lord told her to do it. He said, I love you, girl. I love you for it. Because, if Jonathan can't come, I ain't going. That's a lot to bear. All right. Ashley, anything else you want to say on Coretta and Martin before we go? Okay. Now, I just wanted to put these couple of people here just as honorable mentions. Some things were happening towards the end of the year, and Kandi and a scheme set up, by Todd to come to you with the bullshit. They're getting a divorce. They're separating, and there's a whole lot to be said as far as Todd feeling like he's going to get what's owed to him. I don't want whatever was built up by the time we got married. I want all of that Kandi. I want that escape money. I want that songwriter money. I want us to split everything down. It just feels like it's something that has the potential to maybe get messy in spite of Kandi's best efforts. And it's just sad to see these relationships crumble. But I just felt like Kandi Mom was over there burnt. ears burning, rubbing her hands together like, I told you it was a scheme set up by Todd. He was scheming. You know, there have been these things that have been said about Todd and their relationship and all that stuff. I'm hoping that Kandi comes out of this, as well as Todd on the other side, you know, still co-parenting because they do have children and all these businesses and all these endeavors, and that it doesn't get messy. Now, this goddamn Mendeecees and Yandy. Now, we knew anybody who was back there in them Loving Hip Hop Street, and I mean OG Loving Hip Hop Streets, Yandy sitting there talking to a phone that wasn't connected Hip Hop Street, Mona Scott, you knew they weren't married. You knew they weren't married, but there's, you know, ceremonies that have taken place, common law that has taken place, and most of all, Yandy's common sense and probably the smartest decision that she's ever made taking place, not taking on that marriage to Mendeecees, because we would have had to pay it forward. All about that man, all about that child support, all about our businesses, busting everything down in a major way. Their situation is getting messy lately at the hands of Mendeecees because he's talking. He's talking, well, we wasn't never married. I don't know. Who Tamar? Tamar Braxton? Oh, we just friends. I don't even know what. It's just very messy. And I don't know why we have to make it that when we know where Mendeecees went in the jail time, and you know, POP, Yandy was out here being a papoose. Yandy was out here holding it down for, you know, a very long time, whether they're together or not. So treat your relationship, marriage or not, with the respect that it deserves, and don't embarrass this woman in public after everything. And I'm sure she wouldn't dare. Yandy is purse first and business first. She's not going to be out there like that, regardless of what's going on. Now, Cardi B in this Offset light, whoop-de-doo. She couldn't have picked a worse partner for herself. But, you know, this is what it is. She just, you know, had a baby. He just had several babies. Same year, same place, same time. You know, I wish the best for her. If I was to pick a partner after Offset, or off the cheat, as some like to call him, it wouldn't have definitely not been Stefan Diggs. But she seems content in a way that I feel like they know what's going on with their situation, and what they know is not for everybody to understand. Because don't come over here hooting and hollering at us when maybe something goes left. I don't think it's going to be that, and I would hope that she wouldn't allow somebody to play in her face or her children's face at this point. But, you know, we can't pick our partners. This is who she picked. Actually, how do you feel about any of them? You don't have to speak on them all if you don't want to, but these are just the ones that I decided to put here.
You know, with Kandi and Todd, I mean, Portia said Kandi wanted some cootie cat. I mean, and now they say she got a girlfriend in the wings. She ready for this divorce to be final so she can scissor in peace, Tyra, and be done with it all. As far as Todd, I saw their little Christmas photo. It was the most awkward Christmas ever. It lasted much longer than I thought it would. I think what's really just shady and really slimy about the whole thing is that they've made a ton of money together. There's more than enough businesses that they managed, co-owned, and sold together to where there's no reason he should have had an issue with that prenup. And I really hate that they rewound and backtracked and showed the footage actually in Real Housewives of Atlanta when his lawyer was like, yeah, if I was you, I wouldn't sign it. No, I'm going to sign it because I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Now he's trying to say he was under duress. I don't like that. That's that weak type of stuff. Y'all done made y'all produced Othello together. Y'all have coins. Like, I don't like that, because now I feel like it was a scheme set up by Todd to come to you with the bull. I believe Auntie at this point. As far as Mendeecees and Yandy, I really just don't give a single damn. When that when that chick aired him out from the club talking about he was texting her, she was like, I sent those messages. That wasn't Mendeecees, girl. And then the son came out talking about he sent them. I was like, I knew they was on some foolishness. But as far as I don't understand Mendeecees and Tamar. I don't understand the situation. I don't understand it. I thought it was a music video. I was like everybody else. I thought it was, until Funky Dineva came out and said they was hunching in the back. Couldn't wait to get to the room. You know, and then he doing little subliminals in his story, talking about it wasn't a problem before. Why it's a problem now, Yandy? You ain't want me back then. Now you want. Like, it's just, all these people are too elderly to be doing these things. And as far as Cardi and Stefan, I just want to know, what was he down on his knees in the field for the other day? Was that a proposal, or was he just cloaking her with his jacket? I said, what is this? Don't you have babies and formula and diapers and things to buy? What do y'all have time to be out here doing that? As far as Cardi wanting to let her man cheat in peace, girl, go on. At least he got a cute coin, and the coin is stable as long as he's on that field. So, I mean, maybe she's just weighing her options and picking her poison. Girl, do what you want to do, Cardi. I don't know. I feel like I really care for Cardi just because I feel like we've seen her evolve so much from her Love and Hip Hop days to now. It is really disappointing to see that these are the choices that she's making. But if she's never learned to make better choices, what else can we expect, girl? At least he has an active coin, which is better than what they said Offset had. He ain't had nothing. So
let me get some of these super chats before we move on. Thank you, Jay Buggin, for the super chat, who said, Iman, another bum. Shaking my head. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Jay. Thank you to Marcus. R.I.P. Isaiah Woodlock, who played Clay Davis in The Wire. I didn't know he passed away. Was that recent? Is that today? I didn't know anything about that. That's messed up. Because that's shit. Who gonna say shit now? That's too bad. Thank you to Marcus. Which movie is better, Thin Line Between Love and Hate or A Low Down Dirty Shame? I'm gonna go with The Low Down Dirty Shame because that's messed up. Ashley, which one's better?
Shame. I'm going over there with Jada and her little ducktail. I'm going over there.
Good morning, Shame. It's sausages. Want one or not? Thank you so much, Diamond Monroe, for both of the Happy New Year super chats on both sides. We definitely appreciate you. Thank you. DeMarcus pulled up once again, showing some love. It said, which one, The Bodyguard or Waiting to Exhale? That's a hard decision. I have to go with Waiting to Exhale. Ashley?
Okay, so fun fact. I just went down this rabbit hole. Did you know Kevin Costner gave a eulogy for Whitney at her funeral? And he said that was one love of his life. I never knew that. I went down the whole rabbit hole. And it made me I haven't watched The Bodyguard in 100 years, but I remember crying and being emotional. But as for me in my house, it'll always be Waiting to Exhale. That's it. Waiting to Exhale's top tier. Feel all the feels, do all the things. But I am going to go and run The Bodyguard back up because I know it's a classic.
Thank you, DeMarcus. How y'all bringing in the new year? With y'all right here. I'm taking my butt on down to the theater and watching the finale of Stranger Things and having me some drinks. Ashley, are you bringing in the new year in any kind of special way?
Girl, with my Martinelli's apple cider and, some hors d'oeuvres or something like that. It'll be cute around the house. Nothing crazy. And I'll be watching Stranger Things on Netflix when it drops. See how they ruin it further.
See what else we have here. Oh Lord, Jay Buggin going in on this relationship. She said Meg and Jonathan weird as fake as I hate them. She said I hate them all. I hate all these different relationships. Thank you, Jay Buggin. Darfalina said dumb. Really think she Coretta. She said Coretta. Yes, I am. I'll be that. I'll be that Coretta. Absolutely. Could y'all see Jonathan in Black Panther 3? Child, Jonathan can't go nowhere near anything. Not right now. I don't know. I don't even want to see Black Panther 3 after that first one, unless they really commit and get that script together. Thank you so much for the super chat. I believe Funky Dineva, I think Tamar and Mendices dated. Most definitely. Dated prior to, I don't know why they try to play in somebody's face the way he had her hemmed up in that video. So what is going on here? What's happening? Tamar's been very vocal since he's gone public. Thank you once again. Look, Todd just wants his NBA wife divorced. I mean, if anybody got any warnings, it was definitely Candy, and these are the risks that you take when you outweigh your spouse and income. It happens. Todd said, I want what's coming to me. Hey, Dane. The man of the year is here. Hold up. Didn't Papoose wait for Remy when she was in jail for attempted murder. What up, ladies? That we did, but we're not gonna let that trump everything else that, you know, came afterwards. Like Remy said, baby, y'all ain't in the house with this man telling me I need to be grateful and hold him down because of what he did. I know this man. Y'all don't know this man. I know this husband, and it ain't all that. I don't know. Remy said, let's see who else we have here.
But Tyra, before the thing, did you see where Tamar was taking Cash App donations for everybody who lied and called her name? She said, if you call me a cheater, I want $10. If you called me a hussy, I want 20. What'd you think of that? She was monetizing. She said, go on and run me the funds.
I thought it was weak sauce. Like, what? Tell us you with the man without telling us you with the man. Like, why are you inserting yourself? Why are you inserting yourself? It didn't give like, oh, me and Mendeces, we never had interactions. I never had sexual relations with that man. It was like, see, they not married. I ain't do nothing wrong. That's what that gave. I'm not apologizing to Tamar. Tamar, sit down. Sit all the way down. Per usual. Always doing the most, trying to be seen and trying to be heard. Girl. Dang. Girl, Tamar always thinks she got a prize. That's okay. Man, I hate him. To Coretta number 2. Oh man. I don't know, y'all. If Megan want to go over there and be Coretta, that's her prerogative. So they were dating while he was with old girl. Whoever that's for, absolutely. Absolutely, because we're all rocking the same. Now, these next people here, baby, she said, am I my sister's keeper? She said, yes, I am. Because Cynthia is going to show up for Ariana every single time in every single way. Let's get on over here in those wicked streets and talk about how we feel about it.
Thank you very much. We appreciate for coming into this room. Thank you. I think we found a little piece of ourselves in each other.
A beautiful sistership that continues to grow and grow even through this press tour. Something's bothering her. She's gonna fix something. I know. She's getting the fixing itch that Cynthia Erivo gets.
There.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because the thing.
Biggest pinch me moment for each of you.
So great. That joy he wanted to infuse in every frame.
This Wicked press tour was giving the cast of Wicked hell. I'm not even gonna go over there and touch on the emaciatedness of it all. Shout out to the Wicked folks. This has been so odd, and it's drug on beyond that first Wicked into the second one, and it seems like they've spent even more time together, and their bond and their relationship has gotten even stronger. I can't speak to what's going on here romantically or not. I don't think personally it's that. I think they're, friends. This weird, like, emotional tie, or like this trauma bond, if you will, that they have. And we have Cynthia constantly kind of jumping into action to protect this version of Ariana. This is the white Ariana. I didn't mean the Italian Ariana. I was over there with black Ariana. But right now, we're in our white woman era. And Cynthia has made it her mission to jump into action, maybe quicker than any security ever would. I wanted to bring it here because of the gaslighting that's been happening in the scenario. People have been pushing out a little backlash for people who have something to say about this dynamic and about it being a little off because, Cynthia, why do you want to reside in the space as the protector? And they're saying that we're putting these masculine, mannish notations on this strong black woman, and we're projecting. I don't think that. I don't think we're projecting at all. It is quite odd to me, this I don't even know, this transference of energy, because it's all about their energy in their interviews. And when you cry, I cry. When you're like, it's just like this up and down thing, and it looks really, really unhealthy. as far as Cynthia wanting to be the end all to be all as far as protecting Ariana, I haven't really seen that reciprocated on her end. I ain't seen Ariana try to jump into nothing over nothing with no bounds to protect Cynthia. Not in that way. So if you're gonna come in and be, the superhero, that's what's gonna be projected to the public. I would never try to, give her this masculine thing and she has the bald head and we've seen the videos and the skits and those drawings and they do often give Cynthia these masculine tendencies, but I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to see this anymore. There's something about it that's extremely off-putting to me. And a lot of people will say that this is just, a part of the press and it got people talking and, hence for getting people into the film. But yeah, this here, I don't want to see it, especially if I feel like it's not being reciprocated. Last I checked, Ariana is a grown-ass woman. And I can't speak to what she's going through or what Cynthia has gone through, but we do know that it has been some teams and they can relate on the trauma part of it. And there's this sisterly bond and I'm going to protect my sister. But this is odd. It gives coven. It gives witchcraft, if you will. I don't like it. Ashley, how did you feel about this?
You took me down this rabbit hole. And I just... TP, leave Chadwick out of this. Everybody, Tara told me everybody can't be sick. But I'm gonna leave the Anna sisters rumors alone. I'm not even gonna touch Ozempic. I'm not gonna touch any of that. I'm gonna set that right there. But what it really gives, and I don't know if y'all grew up around studs. You know what I mean? Y'all watch Grits with us. Y'all saw Bonafide, right? And so what it's reminiscent of, if you don't know, is that there was a time in life, right, where studs would eyeball a straight girl and they would especially jump in after a breakup when the chick was extra vulnerable, like, I'll be your handsome boy. You know what I mean? I'll take care of your kids. I'll be their stepdaddy. I'll do all of those things. It very much gives like you want to bump pocketbooks with this young lady. Like the way that she moves out like a linebacker to defend her. Like, don't y'all have security? This is wicked. There's security along the perimeter. I know. Why are you doing all of these things? The very touching, it almost gives like I want to turn you out or something. I don't know, but it's giving I want that cootie box or I got the cootie box at some point. It's very off-putting, and not only because of like the mammying situation, right, of it all. Like I need to care for this delicate white woman and her white sensibilities. It's just unfounded and, like you said, unreciprocated. It's giving you're spazzing about this chick who really ain't give a damn about you. She's not fixing your necklace. She's not trying to dry in your eyebrows. Like she's not fixing your cape or your, veil on your head. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. My big question is, how does Lena feel about it? Damn what we think about it. How does your woman at home feel about this whole situation? Because for whatever reason, and maybe they are bonded in some of their extracurricular activities, I don't know, but there is this desire or need to cover her and protect her and hold on tight to her like a possession almost. And I think it's very odd. I do. And I will say that something is amuck with Wicked. Something is very much amuck with it because it's not just these two that look like this now. It's not just these two. If you look at the cast of Wicked and look at the women in the cast, something else is going on. And it's really disturbing. It disturbs me on the inside. Spiritually, it vexes me. I don't know what they got going on, but I want them to halt. I want them to halt, Tyra. Like, I hope we don't have to carry any of this into 2026. I believe Cynthia Erivo is a great talent. Like, I think she has an incredible voice. I will never take that away from her. But the behavior is odd and off-putting to me. And I'm not saying that even just because it's a black-white situation. If I saw this dynamic with two men, with two women of the same race, I would be looking like, sister, that's not your sister. Like, what? Is there something we're not privy to that have caused this link? The only link I can see, Tyra, is coochie. Is you want the coochie? It's over there somewhere. And it's unhealthy. It's not healthy. It's not.
Let me get these super chats. It was the clapping of the hands for me, Ashley. I should say, calls this link. Let me know. I got that one already. I meant to get this one down here below from George. Thank you. Something about the Braxton's Gibbs broke. Oh, Lord. I'm not even gonna touch that. After us watching and talking about the Braxtons, I don't know. I ain't speaking on nobody's pockets. But Tamar said, "Pay me, pay me." They ain't talking unless you buying me land. Thank you so much, Jane, for being a member of the struggle for 15 months. Y'all remember when donated a bomb at an Ariana Grande concert in London a few years back? Or when some Mandela effect type ish? I don't remember that. I don't. I'll go look it up after this. You remember that? I don't know about that.
I knew Thank You Next. That's all I knew of Ariana, and that's because they did a classical version of it in Bridgerton. That's the only way I knew who Ariana Grande was, baby. I didn't know about her, that lady.
That joy he wanted to infuse in every frame.
We haven't seen it. I want to see it myself.
1, 2, 3, take a space! Woo! Behind you, look right behind you. It's okay, you it up there. Flynn, I got you. I got you, Flynn. Oh, the moon! You guys, I don't have to tell you. Look at the moon. Look. Okay. Look at the moon. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's amazing.
Don't waste my goddamn time. Don't waste my goddamn time, Katy Perry and the girls. The climate at the time for this trip that none of us believe actually happened, like y'all didn't go no damn. Katy Perry and the flower. For friend and everything. Gail. I remember the time this really, really pissed me off because the climate in the city was hellified at the time. It was so many like gross things happening just within the culture. That the climate was just so off. And the budget was not intact for a damn thing. But we had the budget for this. We had money to set up shop, whether we did or not. We spent some funds on making it seem like we did, go to the moon. Why were we ever here? Why were we here? I remember this made my ass itch so bad when it happened. And I was just like, ugh, y'all don't have anything better to do? Like, it was just very like, read the room. Read the room. Nobody gave a damn. And just Katy in that flower, my baby girl, smell my palm, baby girl, and this flower, and getting out, all of them kissing the ground. These funds could have been allotted and spent elsewhere than sending Katy and the girls up to space. This pissed me off at the time. It shouldn't have, but it did. It was just rich whitey woman, black woman adjacent funds, just a lack of understanding of the climate and the times as to why they even felt for a minute that this would be of some importance. They just knew that this was symbolic, and Katy was all on her, girls and her album. Nobody gave a damn. Don't ever do this again. Ashley?
Girl, this was actually a plot line for the morning show. Remember, he was trying to go to space. It got canceled, but he was trying to send the people to space. Like, they did it on 911 too on that show, if y'all watch it. But yes, Honey Ray, and had the nerve to say they were astronauts. Hell nah. And then Gail forgetting to ring the bell or whatever and having to backtrack to go do it before. It was just, girl, who cares? Nobody gives a damn. This isn't Good Morning America. Like, we don't care. No one cared about this. It was like, just for y'all to satisfy a whim, y'all spend these millions of dollars or how much ever the cost was to go up here and take a picture from the stratosphere. If y'all even went up, how far did they actually go up? Like, could you have gone in a plane? Did we need you to go in? The things they do for stunts and publicity, and I don't know what it was to accomplish. Was this just for them to say they did it? Because what did it do for the good of mankind What did it do for humanity? What did it do for little girls? Did it make them look up to him and say, hey, I want to go to space for 2 minutes and come right back down? Like, what was the point? I just, you know, like you said, the whims of wealthy people. Because I could give a single damn. I too was aggravated and annoyed, because how many people could you have fed with that money that you spent to go up there and float upside down? If that really happened. I don't know. I don't believe anything that anybody does or says anymore, y'all. I just don't. But anyway.
Them hoes ain't going nowhere. Let me get the super chat. That didn't go nowhere. Thank you so much. I still don't believe that they actually went into space for real, for real. None of us do. None of us do. And the fact that that's even in question caters to the lack of importance of this mission, if you will. I think the Katy Perry girl empowerment movement that she was trying to have with her comeback and her platform, this was supposed to mentally and physically literally push her into the stratosphere, and it did no such thing. Don't ever do that again. Stop it. Stop it, please. Thank you so much, George, for yet another super chat. Katy Perry was an advertisement for Amazon. It advertised a whole lot, and as quickly as they went up there, it was forgotten. Like, what are you doing? Put that goddamn flower down. Stop hating, Tyra. Katy just spending her fireworks money. Child, she ain't spending nothing. Now, we can't go into the year without mentioning the man of the year, if you will, and everything that he was able to do via the Super Bowl, because sometimes you gotta pop out and show it. Sometimes Kendrick Lamar's run from last year on up and through here has been absolutely phenomenal. You know, everybody wasn't a fan of the Super Bowl and they wanted more, but the way that Kendrick is going to take every single moment to make a political stance, to make it about the culture and for the culture. And yeah, this ain't about what y'all want to see or hear. I ain't bringing nobody. It's going to be me and SZA. Y'all going to get Samuel L. Jackson, and that's it. That's it. You're going to get these bops. I, for one, I was definitely a fan of, you know, Gen X and the album and all that good stuff. You know, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. Baby, the way Kendrick slid in these bell bottoms and everybody was tripping up, sliding up, right through the back, like, fuck, hey, mustard on the beat, ho. It was everything. Kendrick said, you gonna get these thighs, you gonna get these thighs. And, you know, it was kind of a cultural moment, because I believe, like, at this moment of the Super Bowl, it was like, is he gonna say it? You can't say that during the Super Bowl. Is he gonna say, you know, is he gonna say the word when he called Drake, you know, and all those good things? Is it gonna happen? And you know, he made it his business. Say Drake, yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm looking at this goddamn camera. It was very, very entertaining. I'm just happy to see the man getting all his accolades, because if you didn't know it, Kendrick won, and we're okay with that. That doesn't make Drake any less, but Kendrick won. Actually, how did you feel about this Super Bowl performance? I was getting my life.
This was legendary. This was iconic. Like, I hadn't heard about a Super Bowl performance or halftime show getting this much publicity since like the Janet and Justin Timberlake back when we was young. Like, I hadn't heard this much, you know, pomp and circumstance around it. And of course, if you were on TikTok or any social media, everybody was showing their reactions to it. This was iconic. It was legendary. It'll go down in history. Like, this beef that like propelled Kendrick even further, because let's not get it twisted, he already held his own, but this really launched him, I feel like, into a different stratosphere, opening up a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities, and then a lot of cool things happened in LA as a result of this, as far as this whole movement, you know, gangs putting down their colors for a minute, dancing on stage together. Like, a lot of cool stuff happened outside of the beef. But you know, like I said, I like somebody who stands on big business. Like, you want to do it? All right, we're going to do it. And I love the fact that Drake was warned by multiple people. Like, this is not what you want to do. This is not where you're going to go. And I just like Kendrick is who he is, and he's going to stand on it at whatever platform, wherever he's at. He's going to stand on big business. But yeah, this was definitely for the culture. This shifted some stuff, and I'm excited what the future looks like as a result, because it changed the game for beef and all of that, especially in hip hop and all of those things. And I ain't heard from Drake since. Have you? Like, where he at? What's Drake doing? What's his next project? I loved it. I love this level of petty though. So, call me Petty Patty. I loved it.
Well, we had some sexy songs for you. We had some Nokia who's calling my phone. Drake has tried and has been trying to pick up the pieces. He's been trying, but it hasn't been as successful because he hasn't just, accepted defeat and just kind of moved on and let me put out the music that I know how to put out. Their, caliber of artists and what they, present is completely different, and it's space for the both of them. But Drake said, "I'm leaving here with something. I need to regain something. No, let's just move beyond it." This run from the GNX album, the euphoria of it all the way down to winning all them, Kendrick's a Grammy darling. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody hand him a Grammy. This just shifted a lane in not just just the culture in general, but especially hip hop culture. Because I think after this, my baby Jig got a little more attention. The clips popped back out. It was just a good time for hip hop in this year. It was a good time, and we were listening to good music, and I'm here for that. Anything that's going to open a lane for lyricism and getting into the art, and my baby Tyler, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it. We are music lovers on this channel, and Kendrick is, if there's nothing, but a lover of music. Oh Lord, not Tyra. Talk some more about Kendrick's size. I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm fried through the back, but baby, the way them bell bottoms was fitted. I said, Kendrick, do you know we can see you? Do you know we can see you? Kendrick had all the men's down at the mall. Like, what them Kendrick jeans at? I need me some fitted Kendrick, tight at the top, out at the bottom, bell bottom jeans, so I can slide through the clubs like he slid through on his goddamn Super Bowl. I enjoyed it. It was a moment, and I can't wait to see what else is going to come from it because I'm still listening to GNX. It's a great album. Thank you so much. Here for the it's just love. Thank you. I'm looking for the message. It's just love. Thank you, Justine Scott. Jay Buggin here with a message. Let me make sure I get it. The Asian lady came out saying she's been depressed all year because she's a real scientist and IG doesn't want to get lumped in with them other losers. I mean, we already knew who was going to get the attention. Unfortunately, just like you said, the Asian lady, we didn't know who she was. We know who Katy Perry was and who they were presenting at the forefront of the mission. So it's unfortunate that she maybe didn't get the props that she was looking for. Oh, Lord. I already got game talking about them fireworks. Katie, please. But yeah, shout out to Kendrick. I can't wait to see where music goes next year. I think it's gonna be a good time. Now, Target played in some people's face with these swag bags this year. This was hilarious, and this is why I don't jump on any viral waves because baby, we weren't supposed to be at Target. I thought we was black. Who on what aisle? We ain't going to Target. We're protesting Target. We get into the DEI hire and who didn't do what, and we're going to make Target feel it where it hurts in their pockets. If you black, you don't have no business shopping at Target. But just like that little barista bear and whatever else, the moment it hits and it's something viral, like a Stanley Cup, we gotta go out. We gotta go out. We gotta see. Target said the first 100 people in that Target line, you're gonna get a swag bag. Who knows what could be in there? Everybody just thought that they were going to pull up and get a fruit. What was it? What is it? Not a fruit ninja. A ninja bullet and all, whatever the hell those machines are called. They thought they were going to walk away. If I don't get that, you see how shiny that bag is? Do you see the size of that swag bag? It's got to be some shit all up in there that's worth my time and standing out in line in the freezing goddamn cold. I'm going to Target and I don't care who got something to say about it. And got in there and got their whole feelings hurt because the bags were pretty much empty. They were pretty much empty. And now you have people ranting and raving online about what they didn't get. And I can't believe in Target, and it was the golden ticket. They were rolling up here like this was the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I'm leaving here with something. And you left there with a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of Uno cards so you can draw out. What is really going on here? Actually, how did you feel about these people standing out front in line trying to get their swag?
Girl, I don't give a damn. Shop where you want to shop. I could. This wasn't never gonna do it, y'all. Boycotting Target wasn't never gonna do nothing. Y'all got to boycott every other company that dropped their DEI program. And if you look it up, it's crazy how many companies are no longer participating. But no, I feel like this, no, but in all sincerity, as far as just, you know, the whole PR thing of Target, this would have been a great opportunity to feature Black companies, Black small businesses, and gift product to people, purchase product from these companies and gift it to people as a part of these swag bags. I think this was a missed opportunity. I think they know just what Starbucks knows. If we release this and drop it however we want to, they're going to come just to see and be nosy. And it's something that people have been doing for years on Black Friday. But I really feel like they lost an opportunity to at least enforce some goodwill. Like, no, we're not bringing back DEI, but we are making a concerted effort to feature Black companies, Black small business, women-owned business, something in these bags. But to give them Uno cards and a lip gloss is crazy as hell. But if y'all wanted to stand out there, baby, stand out there. That's punishment enough. You standing out there for 4 or 5 hours to get an elf lip stain and some Uno cards, Tyra, and a big glittery bag with nothing in it. Like, you know, I just feel like their PR is just completely off. But again, they know they don't have to do much. We don't have to do nothing. And y'all still gonna come back because we cleaner than Walmart. You're still gonna
Ashley, please.
They are. They're cleaner than Walmart.
That's what I was gonna say. They didn't, you know, think of any goodwill or gesture. Like, it's like, you know what, we supposed to be boycotting Target, but they really did look out for the first 100 people who hit their doors and then some. And you know, they handing out little pup cups and treats all at the door, little hot chocolate and cookies, and oh baby, them people just knew that they were gonna walk away with something. They don't have to. The moment that something hits, and it was sad. It was like, oh, we don't know what's in there, but it's a shiny bag. I gotta go up there and get me one of them. No, you don't. Boycott it or not, I ain't standing in line for a damn thing. I'm just not. I've never been a Black Friday girl. I don't give 2 damns. It's not worth it. And people got out here and realized it wasn't. They could do a scheme set up by Todd to come to you with the bullish again, and people are going to show up. They just can't help themselves. But you don't get to come online and complain about what Target didn't give you. Like, what did you expect? You really thought that they were going to give all of y'all a ninja bullet or whatever the hell? You're not. You're not. It's Target. They knew that you guys were vulnerable and gullible, and y'all fell for the okie doke. Like, get it over here, child.
Understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you.
Close the doors.
He said 1,000 people need to give $20. It costs to sit up here. Marvin Sapp said, close them doors. I will lock you heathens in here if y'all don't start giving. Pass that plate. It was very don't, you know, very menace to society. Don't be a menace while drinking your gin and juice in the hood. You know, nigga, pass that plate around one more time. Pass that plate around one more time, because I got a feeling everything's gonna be all right. Baby, put something in the collection plate. We rather have money that folds than money that jingles. As funny as this was, because close them doors. Close them doors was all on, you know, the tip of our tongue this year because it was hilarious. But the narrative for, you know, people who are coming to God, coming for fellowship, coming to pray, coming, you know, for that spiritual connection to the man upstairs. It's not a good feeling to feel like you have to be, you know, forced to tithe. So maybe you can't. Maybe you can only do so much. But to set a standard for, I need you to give X, Y, and Z. Matter of fact, I'm going to close them doors. Sir, who do you open them goddamn doors? You don't get to lock me in here, Marvin. Have you lost your mind? my issue with these, close them doors mentalities and these speakers and these, pastors, preachers, whoever Marvin is right now, because I just know Marvin never would have made it. Is he sanctified? I don't know. I don't know. But it just they typically have the most to give. The most. So for you to request it, it just says a whole lot. And even if you did want to have that, fall from your lips, fine. Because, it's church. We know what comes along with that, and tithing, and some, church cultures can be more about what you're giving financially. But often it says, more. If, just give what you can. If you can give a little bit more, we appreciate that. And if you can't, just bring yourself. Close them doors. So I need all y'all on this stage. It costs us it up here. I need $100 from all y'all, and I need 20 from every single person in this church. Because close them doors. Sad. It's tragic. Some people don't come to church to close them doors. Ashley.
So, I've been going to the church house my whole life. And there are certain protocols in place that I will say, typically when an offering is being taken, that should be followed for the safety of the parishioners, for the safety of the clergy, and all of that stuff. This, though, because it's being recorded clearly for social media, typically if you watch any online services, 9 times out of 10, they are going to cut the cameras during offerings. It's supposed to be a time of privacy and quiet, right? And also protection from getting robbed. His explanation was, I think the next day, is a lot of people were moving around. We didn't want anybody coming in and out during the offering. And I've seen that in some churches before, but never lock them doors. Never close them doors. Never. If I get 1,000 of y'all to give me $40, y'all get in this line right here. I think this was just part of what 2025 has been. It's been kind of exposing the foolishness. My thing is, if you were doing this offering, why in the world would you let this be broadcast to the public? If this is the way you hold your offerings or your whatever giving services and all of that. But let's not be under any delusion. If you've gone to the Black church, been a part of the Black church for any amount of time, you've seen this before. You've seen this $1,000 line, this $100 line, this a $500 line, this a $20 line, this a $10 line. The babies, y'all get in here with y'all $1 and come up if you want the preacher to put his hand on you or do whatever. And it's just what the culture has been. I like that it was kind of aired out, because now we get the opportunity to have conversation around why this is not okay. Like, this, it's not okay to put a gun to people's heads and say, you got to give. You got to give. You got to give. That's not even how any of this should work. Giving should be cheerful. It should be from the heart. It should be because someone is so moved, not because you put a demand on them to feed into whatever it is you're trying to do at the moment. I'm just glad we got to have a conversation about it, and people got to see what goes on in the church so that it can be called out and hopefully addressed.
Close them doors.
Close them doors.
I love that everybody kind of turned it into like even like a sexual innuendo. Close the doors. Close the doors. Yeah, close the doors is general now.
We also had that other thing where the lady came up and gave the wrong amount, and the man sent her back and said, "That's not what I told you. This is not what this line is for. I said $1,000. You come up here with $500." And I think these things need to be addressed, because it is like a sickness in that. And it turns so many people off from ministry. It turns so many people off from going to church or the idea of Christianity. And I think it needs to be talked about. These things need to be called out and addressed and hopefully corrected. I don't know.
Y'all, Summer Walker said, you can say me and the phone is Pizza Hut. Let's get into something.
Every single one of these hoes up. You cannot catch every single one of these hoes. He's never gonna stop. You can't stalk every single one of these hoes. You're gonna end up going to jail or getting hurt or like by somebody, not by me. I don't care that much. I'm having a girl talk with you. You really gotta cut it out, and you have to start understanding like, okay, he's the problem.
I'm tipsy. And they say when you're tipsy, you're your true self and your true feelings come out.
She's acting crazy. She's always acting crazy. She be fighting people and everything, calling the flower shop looking for the address. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I can't have a serious relationship with someone when they baby mama act like that. So I'm so glad that y'all are back together. I want y'all to be together forever, and I just want to fuck with you. You know, when you have time, we always have a good time. You treat me so good, I treat you so good, and I'm not gonna bother y'all. Like, you can buy me a fucking new phone since you don't know the number and save it under Pizza Hut.
I'm so tired of summer. I'm about sick of summer, and I need people to understand. If you could sing like a bird and write the best songs, but that doesn't mean that you aren't an actual bird. Summer is a bird. A bird. This is bird behavior, especially for someone, especially early on, you know, back when Summer was shy and she had stage fright, and you know, I'm not, it's very, don't look at me. Who had so much to say about Mr. London on the track and all of this and my man and fourth baby mama, and I'm just trying to do my best and all this cheating and I ain't never did nothing to hurt nobody. I'm just, you know, Summer leads with this spirituality, you know, front presenting often. If you even get into Summer like that outside of her music, it's just, you know, very above it all, and you know, kind of gives girls girl. Not at all. Summer is a bird brained, if you will. I don't have nothing for Summer. Summer don't have anything for herself. I don't want to see Summer nowhere linking with another man that looks like he doesn't shower. I wish her the best, baby. If you want to be saved in this man's phone as Pizza Hut and be arguing with, I'm hoping that this was, you know, PR for her album, or I don't know, but the fact that this would even be an option for you to tell someone, like, I just want to F with you, like, we don't have to talk. I just want some, like, are you Pandora from Baby Boy? Like, ma'am, pipe down. But we're willing to settle for being piped down. And like she says, your man, he sleep with everybody. He gonna spend that bag. So why not? Girl, get over it. And yes, I did. I miss Pizza Hut. Save me in the phone. If that's what you want to do and how you want to present yourself, fine, Summer. But I don't want to hear nothing about how somebody did you wrong and slept with your man if you're willing to do it to somebody else. Ashley, how you feel about Miss Pizza Hut?
I don't mess with Summer like that. I know she be. I'm surprised she ain't put a spell on him. Like, isn't she into the witchcraft and wizardry? Don't she have her altars and stuff? But nothing surprises me these days. Like, it's just I think it's a mentality. I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were like, you know, let that man cheat in peace. You know, if you're gonna choose to stay with somebody after you know who they are and do that, don't bother them. You know what I mean about it? If you're going to stay, right, and you choose to stay with someone who demonstrates that behavior, it's just unfortunate to me that there will always be women who are willing to be just that, who are willing to be Pizza Hut, Domino's, bro, whoever in the cell phone, just to get a little piece of ding-a-ling. I don't understand it. You would think when you arrive at a certain level of success or fame or something, you might have a higher ideal or standard or expectation, but success isn't indicative of maturity or growth. And I think this is just the spot that she's in right now. And hopefully her mentality will grow and progress in the future. Because imagine that's all you aspire to in the future. And again, the other woman be damned. Because I mean, I'm all for, like, girl, if you want to be free and sexually liberated and just sit on a million dinglings, because that's what you want to do. But knowingly being with a man who is with someone allegedly committed, and the fact that you decided to sit on social media and give the young lady a message talking about he'll never marry you, he'll never be this, he'll never be that. But why is that? You know what I mean? I really think it's sick and sad, and I hope she moves on from that. That's not a life for anybody. That's not a life she's going to look back at 40 years from now and be proud of. Like, who would? Like, you helped in the deterioration of something. Of course, the onus is on the man. I don't think she's taking anybody from anybody, but the fact that you're a willing participant is crazy to me. Willfully and you so big and bad that you go on your platform and share this with all of the young women who follow you, who aspire to be like you, who, it's unfortunate to me. It's really sad. But no, I've never been a fan of her like that.
Are you not embarrassed?
Are you not ashamed, girl?
I care. I'm not gonna post shit.
The truth is, I am here today to tell you guys that we absolutely cannot let people who have a problem with us worshiping God, we cannot have them in power. We cannot have them in power. All you have to do is look at what is happening in other places in the world. Look at what is being done to Christians all around the world. And ask yourself why people in this country that were in positions of power felt so comfortable to try to take our voices from us. They were that afraid. They are that intimidated. They are that insecure. They are that small for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact.
Nikki Ben lost me. You really lost me when you said integrity. Yeah, Nikki. Nikki, Nikki, you're an immigrant. This is just what it is. I really don't have anything for Nicki Minaj. Nicki has shown us where she stood, and it's never about her being a Republican. Girl, do what you want to do. That's your right. It's more so these conversations, not reading the room and using these moments to interject things like Black women projecting onto white women as far as beauty standards and boys, people, all of this, more so transphobic, homophobic, rhetoric that she's spewing out, when anybody who's been around knows that that's like the base of the barbs, and everybody who supported her to get her to this point. I feel like she's lost. She's lost. I don't know. It feels like there's some, of course, you get, financial gain to be here and speak, but it just feels like Nicki at this point feels weak, and she's not holding that queen status like she once did as the only, female rapper. And, she's getting older as well, but she's not, going out with grace or cementing her legacy as the female who brought, that hip hop to the forefront, and everything that she did before, it just kind of depletes with who she is now. That's really unfortunate. So I love me some Nicki Minaj music. Like I stood in line for, Pink Friday. I was over there. I was on the plane with Dwayne, okay? But just this, like, girl, it's so tired and it's so fake. Like you don't believe half of this crap that you're spewing out. But if it's gonna align me with what I feel like is the powerful side and someone or some things who could potentially do something for me, girl, go sit down on the couch. I don't take parts in this, all the Charlie Kirk of it and the Candace Owens and his wife up here. Everybody's just kind of grasping at straws, trying to have something to hold on to in the next year, whether it's power, whether it's money, aligning myself with the right or the left or the girl, whatever. This is tired, and I don't know what this looks like for her legacy, her music, and her career moving forward. This was big. Her going over there and giving that speech as far as Nigeria and Christianity, girl, you know that's not what that's about. You know it's not. I'm like, Nicki's Nicki, but you have enough common sense to know why you're really up here and the things that you're saying and what they mean. The fact that you don't care says a whole lot about how you feel about yourself, your career, and your fan base. It's tired. Ashley, you got anything for Nicki Minaj?
I've never had anything for Nicki, but here's the thing. I will say this. If I believed that at least she held to the courage of her convictions, I could be like, oh, this is par for the course. This is who Nicki is. But the fact that you've been in beefs just this year with other people online loudly threatening to destroy them, to do all of these things, and to sit up here and talk about your Christianity and your faith and all of that, it's hypocritical and it's very disingenuous. And I'm just like, girl, what are we even doing here? And even in this conversation, you can tell she's not all connected here, because she even insults the Kirk's wife, right? Yeah, because you and the president. And I'm like, girl, are you like, what are you doing? It's just so misplaced and so odd to me. And like I said, if at least she had the courage of her convictions and this was a platform that she stood on, I could say, well, that's just who she is. But the fact that you switched it up, and then not only that, but alienated your entire base, most of your fan base, you alienated in this conversation, was just wild work to me. I really question what's going on with her. I know a lot of people are saying this is a money grab, this is XYZ. I really don't know, because I don't follow her. But it was, it really, all this stuff really feels like distraction to me. It feels like, let's just throw something else out there to get the people distracted while we go and plot and scheme, and he come out with something else in this big, beautiful bill that he's bound to come out with. I don't think this was for the people or a deep concern of anything. This was really, I think, about her own individual gain. And like you said, like somebody in the comments said, whatever she's hoping to get out of this partnership or arrangement. And like I said, I think if you have to sell your soul for it, is it really worth it at the end of the day? I ain't got nothing else for her.
That's a very poor thing. Very poor thing. She's not even giving Drake to Kendrick. She's giving Meek Mill to Drake. Oh, Lord. Oh, I don't know what Nicki's giving. Like, it's just been off for at least the past 5 years. Thank you, Darkelina. Lil' Kim and Mariah tried to warn the people about Onika Maraj. You already know. Been going for a minute now, baby.
I remember the American Idol episodes, and I was like, why does she hate Mariah? Like, I was like, that was so weird to me. Nobody hates Mariah. And Mariah could pay her dust too. That was you right.
Because Mariah don't be having no beef with Diva. We are, but unless you J-Lo, because I don't know her, we normally cool. I don't know what happened. When you have good D, I created me. Shut up, Dane. Dane ain't gonna get through a live without me going, shut up, Dane. Oh, Lord. Let's go over here.
That's Mama Michelle. That's Mama Michelle.
Come on. They talk to us. How this dating thing? Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you tried to say what you tried to say. Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I know. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old.
Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Get started. Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. We've all, and he said,
imagine, huh? You allowed this white girl to retire from OnlyFans. Now, listen, I am all about upward mobility of people. Let that be really clear. And however, these niggas, hold on, I want you, these niggas don't want to give the mother of their children money to go to school so they can get their CNA license because that's tricking. Miss Mama made so much money, she said, hey, this is no longer for me. I have some big projects in the future, my God. And I can't wait to take y'all on the journey. And you know what? I too am excited to go on the journey because I want to bear witness. I want to be a griot, if you will, of how a fuck nigga's preference can not only ruin his legacy, but build a new legacy for a white woman.
Ashley.
Another cautionary tale. Another cautionary tale, damn it. And we sat up in the Discord, what was it, last weekend, and we watched the Dave Chappelle comedy show. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it yet, Tyra, the new one that he just dropped. And he talks about Jack Johnson, and y'all know that was the boxer from back in the day, whose love of white women ultimately cost him everything, even his life, right down to everything. And it's like, y'all Negroes still don't learn. Y'all don't learn a thing. You have everything to lose. You have everything to lose. In a matter of minutes, he lost ESPN. That's crazy to me. Something that you've worked your entire life for. And I'm not saying this is all white women. I'm not making generalizations. I'm saying that you can't be reckless with your fetish, with your desires, with your race play, and all of that when you're the only one with something to lose. Like, it is insanity to me that is his big, huge, gargantuan, gigantic age. You would sit up here with this child, because let's not be under any delusion. That is a child. That is a child who's not even legally able to drink, and you're doing God knows what with her, Shannon. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you old sicko. I think it's vile and disgusting, and I think she deserved every penny of it. But I like our good sis, Dominique Morgan said, the clip that you inserted there, they will act like it's giving the world to pay their baby mama's mortgage and make sure the baby can go to private school. And you're literally subsidizing the rest of her life. She ain't got to go back to work. She said, I quit OnlyFans, Tyra. Like, I don't have to do none of it anymore in a matter of minutes. In a matter of minutes, because I kept receipts. It's like Monique told him the truth. You would have had an old elderly lady. Well, maybe not, because he has an old elderly lady out after him for stuff he did to her 20 years ago. But, get someone that's age appropriate, maybe, that looks like you, that has something to lose, and you won't find yourself in this situation. What I think is unfortunate is I don't think this is his last stop. I think he's still doing it. I think he got another young bop out here somewhere. This time, I think he just had her sign an NDA and he's moving a little bit more carefully. But I don't think this even changed his dynamic. And it's so sad to me that you would rather trick off this money than invest in your own. Don't you have these kids already? Don't you have grandkids that you can invest in? And you're just, because you want to get your tip wet with a teenager, you're going over here doing that? I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting.
Child.
Good riddance.
Well,
I'm glad he had his podcast.
I was going to say, thank goodness we had Club Shay Shay to fall back on. Like, Shannon Sharpe was on such a high out of nowhere, it was all things Shannon Sharpe. And no, big dog, Dr. Henderson, these cigars, it was down, all down at Club Shay Shay. Everything was right, especially after he got that check from, a fat Faison liar. And everything, every interview it was just all going viral. Everything was coming up green for this man. He didn't think Fat Meat was greasy with the Mama Michelle. I seen y'all in the chat say, no, Ty, we had to play them out. I cut it off soon because we could have went further. I could go further, Effie. I could, okay? I cut it off. But he didn't think, Fat Meat was greasy with the Mama Michelle. And yeah, nobody cared because it was a Mama Michelle. And it wasn't a 19-year-old white tea woman being subjected. What was it? He was doing race play and all. He was doing all kind of stuff, with this young lady. And if that's your prerogative, baby, have your paperwork in order. Don't ever allow someone to put you in a situation to lose your bag. Whole bag, half the bag. It took how much of your NFL career to build up? That much money. Took it immediately. And it was just like, well, he didn't care. It just felt like, some you win, some you lose. Moving forward, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. This is a dangerous man. This is a dangerous man. We don't care. We don't listen. And it's very que sera, sera. And, I'll apologize because I didn't mean to. You shouldn't have to. You should know better. And I don't understand if you want to have, these rendezvous, if you will, these May, December, these tragic ass sexual facilitated unequal, fine, whatever. Have them whole sign on the dotted line. Stupid. Stupid. You're so stupid. Have them sign. Sign that paperwork. Have your affairs in order so these situations don't happen. You lost that much of your money and for what? Thankfully, we had Club Shay Shay and, other things to fall back on. But that just shouldn't have been a factor. Because after Mama Michelle, the way I would have buttoned up and fly right, but it was like, oh, we had, Mama Michelle mugs and t-shirts. He thought it was the game. He thought it was funny. And it was like, well, we're not really liking this and how this looks for, deals and sponsors. And they go, well, no, big dog, it's cool. It's Mama Michelle. I'm selling Mama Michelle t-shirts. Yeah. We can't sell them 19-year-old t-shirts. And we had to pay up. It was sad. This is something that I don't want to see again. Sir, you knew better and you better know better moving forward. Thank you so much, Vic, for the super chat. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Vic. Hopefully all has been well with you. Child, Shannon Sharpe. Monique said, you need to get your old home. Say, oh, no, I need something young. I need me a young. I don't want no old. I need something young. You got something young. You gave something young enough money to sit herself down in her family for the rest of her life. Must be nice. I'm going to get me something young. Now, baby, we had a whole lot of Diddy trial this year. Ashley and myself, if you were over there in the collective news streets, we went over there with Diddy for quite some time, so I didn't want to just go down there. But we can go from, where Diddy started to where he kind of ended up this year. Because this year was not only the trial and all of that stuff that I can't stomach going down there right now, y'all. But we can get into some of the reckoning. We can go over there.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Just watched all 4 episodes of the Diddy documentary series, and you guys, this one had my jaw on the floor. It's called Sean Combs: The Reckoning, and when I saw the executive producer was the king of petty 50 Cent himself, as well as read the director Alexandria Stapleton's vision, I just knew it was going to be good. It promised never before seen footage, testimonies, and they delivered. Because just imagine hiring an entire camera crew to allegedly try to rebuild this facade of being a good person, all because your you're about to be put on trial for crimes that will put you away for a long time. And months after getting arrested, one of your biggest ops got a hold of those tapes. And what they do with it is make an expose documentary. Oh, and baby, they exposed him. Not only from the footage, but also the people who really knew him during this time.
Got old real fast. It was his hair was jet black. Like mine's, and the next day he was like a full. All I saw from was the raccoon pictures from the courtroom. When they drove him, it was looked like a raccoon. That's it. Like I was like, when did this happen?
Her and that slick back ponytail should have been removed from the case. He ain't your friend. He's not your friend. She's sitting there in this interview with this goofy ass smile. Yeah, we would. That's not your homeboy.
Sexually deviant ways. I did not want to do it. I didn't want to be around him and take care of him as he's essaying me and others. I have 25% ownership of Bad Boy. I worked day and night. After I was fired, I wanted to get my 25% paid out.
Jesus walking on water. You know what I'm saying? Or Jesus having a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only compare myself to the Son of God. You feel me?
That happened to me, I just don't even want to speak on it, you know what I'm saying? Some days, those girls next to me woke up, some days, he was in the bed. I would wake up feeling sore, still not understanding exactly what's, you know what I'm saying, transpiring.
Y'all, I can't take no more Diddy. No Diddy. I cannot. As if this year wasn't exhausting enough. We already had, the video and the Cassie of it all in the hallway last year. And then we get into this year, it's all, Baby Owl and Diddy and the trial and Cassie on the stand. And you really just maybe felt like that's where it was going to end. And then we come here and it's the reckoning. We had our trial, we had all that spectacle, and then some. Diddy got his time served in 3 years, and that's just that. And he didn't really do any time for anything that anybody thought that he would. Barry kind of got on real cute. Diddy gonna be out before we can Harlem Shake, but to get here and it's just like, Lord, goddamn, Diddy, we tired, and everybody else has been tired for decades. It's extremely exhausting to get into his character or lack thereof over, the time and all the connections that he has and the ultimate Mr. Steal Your Girl, Mr. Everything. And I see here in the chat, you talking about a part 2, Ashley? Please. Please. We don't want
50's gonna release his, he says, either on YouTube or do an official, because he had a whole lot of footage he didn't get to put in it. And then the Sons are doing it on Zeus. Yeah. His son and the other one, whatever.
I saw the thing for the Sons. I'm just this it's just never ending. It's just so exhausted. It's exhausting because this is an open secret at this point. This was always an open secret. Especially anything that made its way over there to the boondock streets, it was always an open secret. The character was always in question. So to have this reckoning all these years later, to have people divided, people on this side in defense of Diddy and the ones who maybe can't wait for him to come home, and you can tell that a lot of people are still trying to align themselves with him for when he does. Like, I don't want to say too much because, I was at a puff party. I was at one of them parties, but it wasn't a freak-off party. I left early. Everybody left early before anything happened. Everybody was just leaving early. I can't take any more of this. I can't take any more of this. No time in jail. The 3-4 years. This isn't going to make up anything. Change has to happen in the industry to resolve these things from ever happening in the first place. But it's not. This is learned behavior. Diddy went off and thought he was bigger than the program and everything else, and the drugs and the Cassie, the abuse, it was just too much. This here, the reckoning, I was pleasantly surprised. Because just like everybody else, when I saw 50 Cent's name, I was like, okay, here we go. Here we go, Curtis. That's a sworn enemy. Where are we going to go with this? And a lot of people have been taking out time to try to debunk a lot of the things and go and dig. I feel like the documentary, despite what some people think, I feel like it was very good. It was very good. I watched all parts. I was like, wow. And it didn't, get, super duper salacious. We didn't have a lot of celebrity involved, not a lot of names. It was just enough names and connections to Diddy to go, yeah, that sounds about right. That makes enough sense to me. The evidence, and I can't remember her name, but do know that 50 Cent was just the name on the product to push to get people interested in the first place. And to get that footage, because Diddy said I'm not paying nobody, and 50 Cent came up and said, yeah, I need that, let me get that, and we put it here. But all of the receipts and the people that we did have here speaking through the years about Puff, I feel like everything was clicking on all cylinders. And, even if things aren't, quite consistent, and who knows, with the doc, a whole lot of docs have came out about Diddy since these, incidents occurred. But I don't want no more. I don't want no more. I feel like he's going to be out by the time more of these situations keep coming out. And like then what? The time has been served. What are we going to get? Nobody's getting paid. He didn't give nobody no money. There's not enough money in the world to undo the damage that he's done. Diddy has been Diddying since the 80s. What are we supposed to do with that? Don't put no more of this on us. I'm exhausted. Ashley?
Yeah. As far as the reckoning, Alexandria did a great job with this. Like you said, I came in with some hesitation because I'm like, he's so petty, and we know about the beef. We know 50 social media. We know how he cuts up, and we know his level of petty. So I really thought that this was going to be just a hit piece. And a lot of people said that in the comments, but clearly y'all didn't watch it. I felt like this was probably one of the most thorough and balanced approaches to this. And I've watched a ton of these documentaries. A lot of them have been disjointed. This is the one to me that felt the most cohesive and succinct, honestly. And we got information that we hadn't gotten before. It put kind of all of the pieces together. Now, I'll say the one thing that really stood out to me was Kirk. I ain't never heard of Kirk, ain't never seen Kirk, ain't even know Bad Boy was co-founded with anybody. And then for him to come out at the end and talk about he SA'd me and blah, 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 and I went to court and they quashed it and did all this. I need Kirk's story, sir. Did you write a memoir? Do you get your own documentary? Because what happened? What happened? You gave us a tip and a piece and a teach of it. And I really need to know what happened. But I am so over the Diddy discourse. It's been so disturbing to see the people who have just like with impunity supported this and been like, he doesn't deserve any of it. And I don't know how you watch any piece of this, his connection to the unalivings, if you've seen just the way that he's really crumpled people's mental, he's ruined people, made them jobless, broke, destitute. Like, and you like literally didn't even pay for Biggie, made Biggie pay for Biggie's funeral. Like, you have to be the scummiest of the scummers of all scum to say you see nothing wrong with the way that this man has lived his life and how he's traumatized everybody that's been around him. What I will say is that there were a ton of people that were complicit in this, just like with R. Kelly. If we go back down through, he didn't do this by himself. He didn't procure these people by himself, Tyra. He ain't buy all that baby oil by himself. He ain't buy all that dope, all that pink dope by himself. He didn't inflict all of this pain singularly. And I think for, in fact, it to be a full reckoning, everybody needs to be called on the carpet. It can't just be about him. And I was really hoping that this would be one of those, like a harbinger, right? To the community, to the industry. Like, if you're doing this, stop. You can't behave this way. But I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg. I feel like the slap on the wrist that he got for this, while he got some media scrutiny and embarrassment, we know how the 24-hour news cycle is. By this time next year, you know what I mean? It's not going to do the irreparable damage I think that it would have to do to show people you can't behave this way. And so for that, it almost feels like it was an exercise in futility. Like, y'all did all that for what? Y'all had the SWAT team coming in. Y'all did all, absconding with the thousands of bottles of baby oil. And for what? Him to get like a couple years? Like, this is, and then we have the other side of it. We do have these victims now that have to make peace in some way. Cassie's been compensated, but what about the rest of them? What about the rest of them? And then it becomes a question, especially in a Little Rod situation. Baby, if you woke up sore one night, what made you go back the next night? These are just questions that I have. In no way blaming him, because of course you get drugged, you can't do nothing about that. But if you felt your booty loose a little bit that first night, why did you
Ashley, please.
why did
This, for the same reason they all do. For the same reason we'll have, the people here will have a situation like Don or whoever else, the
oh,
dirty
what
money.
person
Like,
pissed me off too in Dirty Money? Who was the
they
other one?
still they want to be next to this man. Lil Rod was over here trying to endure for opportunity, for money, the future opportunities, because this is Diddy. Like, people know. At this point, you don't walk into that man's atmosphere without knowing some remnants of however many decades of what he's been known to do or be a part of, and how you should maybe represent yourself and be guarded, or how you should just maybe not want a damn thing to do with this man. But we want those opportunities. We want to be next to Diddy. We want to be seen all in the video, all on the record, because that means something for me getting on. And Diddy dangles that carrot so he can dangle in other places. And unfortunately, a lot of us flow with it and fall for it. Now, all we can hope is that in the future, once he out, special delivery again, more people know better. But people never know better because it's Diddy. And he's always going to have fans. He's always going to have a reputation. He's always going to be that man. But like, oh, I don't give a damn. That's Puff. He brought, how many times with Bad Boy and all. I grew up on that. He ain't always trying to keep a black man down. Like, yeah, okay. Have fun with that. Take your ass over there if you want to. Like Kat said, Diddy's going to want to party, and you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. Tell him no.
That's her name, honey. Helena. She pissed me off so bad. She pissed me off like that juror pissed me off. You still awestruck. Oh, because he know I would. He know I would defend him. Like, girl, what the hell are you doing?
There's always gonna be, I need a Boondocks cartoon right now. Right now.
If there's any money left, I don't think.
Nah. Hey,
What
don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. 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 Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat towel. Pow. Sean Bankhead taught me that one.
Lil Nas X situation is exactly why we say defund the police. Lil Nas was going through a mental health episode, wandering the streets of LA wearing nothing. He wasn't bothering anyone. He wasn't attacking other people. He was just having a manic episode. How did he end up with felonies for assaulting officers? Because he was not in his right mind when
This was sad to see this year. What was most disheartening to me was you even had to sit and question, was he serious or not? Lil Nas X is one for spectacles and publicity and whatever I gotta do, and Jesus Christ and the blood in the sneakers and the, call me by your name, Montel, and I'm a ride the devil in my video. He's very much so that any publicity is good publicity. So a lot of people saw him strutting down this street in these boots in his underwear, and it's like, oh, is he dropping another album? Is he trying to, get back out there because the music or the career is maybe foiling in a way that it maybe wasn't a few years ago, and he's trying to, get some attention. But, once you dig and get a little further into it, mentally, this young man was not okay. And for as popular as he was, or is, or I don't want to say was, but all of the attention, and after Old Town Road, everybody wanted a feature. Everybody wanted to be next to a Lil Nas X, and in this moment, it doesn't seem like he has anybody. And there was no one in his corner. His history and stuff. About his mother and his upbringing and how harsh and bad it is. He doesn't really have a strong foundation. It's like, where are all those people now? I'm hoping, because we didn't really get a whole lot of follow up outside of him making a statement saying, I'm gonna be all right, y'all. Like, I just had a little moment. This is very unfortunate, and I hope that this young man is okay. But yeah, I hate that I had to question it. Ashley, you have anything for Lil Nas?
I don't mess with Lil Nas X. I know I don't know the man. Sorry to that man. But I do hope he gets the help that he needs. I think that's sad. I think seeing anybody in a state of psychosis or whatever he was going through is 5150. But my thing is, we hear about this all the time. We hear about mental health resources, especially on the West Coast, and I thought they had a mental health response team, as opposed to the police being called in situations where someone is manic or displaying mental health issues that at least accompany the police. So I mean, Toria is right in that there needs to be some overhaul in that capacity, because I mean, clearly he wasn't a threat to nobody. He ain't have nothing on. He was naked. But yeah, peace to that man. I hope he finds what he's looking for. I never got down with him. Never a fan. So I didn't think it was a scheme set up by Todd. I just thought it was just him.
Nah, I don't want to stay here with Tyler. I'm so sick of these people in these lawsuits and in these black men. These we can't even close out the year without Tyler getting another lawsuit. It's all kind of under the same umbrella. Some actor of an actor in the background of a Madea movie, saying that Tyler did X, Y, and Z, and I need to be paid, accordingly. I will never understand Maxine's baby. I will never understand someone building themselves up from the ground. Tyler's preference is his preference. Baby, you can do whatever you want to in the comfort of your own home with whomever. And I don't care about that. People are going to come and show up for Madea and them, and it's not going to be, paid any mind. All of the shadows and the secrecy and us using our power and who we are and the studios of it all and the opportunity to, this same, rinse and repeat cycle that we keep seeing with these men in power is pathetic. And it's so old. It's so old. I will never understand. I don't know if it's the forbidden fruit thing. Like, I like the chase of it. I want, something I'm not supposed to have. Like, I don't want, we have this man here, the first man to come forward, after Christian Keys pulled up speaking in code. This man here said, I was groped and all this other stuff by Tyler, and he pulled down my underwear, and I want to be compensated. And we have this recent man, he's, presenting messages about, it's just all bad. I don't understand. And once again, these open secret things, it's always been like, oh, Tyler has a type. He's going to hire X, Y, and Z, which you can. Whatever you want on that camera, Tyler, is your business, but your bedroom is separate, and you have to do it as such. The way, if you have been out here and you've seen Tyler from something to nothing, from the Chitlin Circuit plays all the way to the first movie to now that we have a studio, and we're still jeopardizing for what? For the opportunity to get next to a preference and suggest some stuff, and it didn't have anything to say about it. It's just very, I'm just sitting on my porch in my rocking chair, sipping tea. Like, yeah, I'm just like, this isn't gonna, phase me or my fan base. It won't, but eventually it keeps occurring. You have to answer to something. This is just really disturbing that all of these men that amass this wealth and this power, we seem to kind of just go by the same template. And look, are you guys bored? Were you always like a sexual deviant? Like, what's going on here? This is unnatural, and it keeps happening. We will have people say the best things about Tyler, and oh, he paid me my worth, and I was never treated as well as I was on the Tyler Perry. Say what you want about his movies, But baby, we're gonna get paid, handsomely, and we're gonna be treated well. But it doesn't seem like that's going around for everyone. If you look a certain way and I want you in this movie because I want something else from you, I'm gonna proposition you and try to use my leverage that way. You don't have to do that. You could have boy booty on call. Like, baby, hire somebody. Like, why do we have to go this route? Why do we have to be devious with it? Why do we have to be low down? Like, this is so scummy. I don't know. I'm like, does he really think that? And it can't be like a secrecy thing. I think Tyler has been cemented enough. Tyler is very Lutherish, and he reminds me so much of Luther. So much of, my business is my business, and that's just that, and what's understood doesn't have to be explained. And you don't owe anyone an explanation for your sexuality or your preferences, but you do owe it to yourself to be a good, upstanding person. Follow the rules, follow the law, and treat people with respect, or they're going to roll up and try to take your money. And for all the people who want to say, oh, they're just looking for money, they're just trying to get a check, they just trying to roll up, don't give them the opportunity to roll up on you in the first place. If the opportunity isn't there and you're not being suggestive or putting your hands where they don't belong or whatever else part of your body, then nobody's going to be able to roll up. I don't want to see a floodgate open next year all about Tyler and his victims. Like, Lord, we're tired. Ashley,
We can't control what these people do. Like, if you want to go out there and be a predatory lender, Tyler, be my guest. You're doing it already, clearly, because everybody ain't making this stuff up. I really just think that for this, I guess, beacon of hope that he's become in the Black community, at least in some circles, like he's that Black man that, achieved billionaire status and grew this thing and bought back the land in Atlanta that slaves lived on, and he built these production studios, one of the first big production lots in Atlanta, all of that. And now to see it really crumble because of his proclivities. And my thing is, like you said, there's a way to do this. People have been freaky forever, right? And you learn when you acquire this much money, you need to have certain precautions and safeguards in place. People are going to be willing to pay to play. Some of them are quid pro quo if you follow through with what it is. The one man said, Tyler told him, I just want you to release, and you can have anything you want over here. And I mean, I guess they're going to get it one way or the other. My thing is, you're too smart, you're too talented, you're too creative to keep finding yourself in these predicaments. Everybody's not lying. You need to tighten up. But I really feel like once people, I think this is the downfall of a lot of successful people in general, not just men. But I think once you reach a certain level of success, you feel like you're entitled to certain things. And you feel like you can move and behave a certain way. But at the end of the day, Tyler, you're still not a white man. You're still not a white man. At the end of the day, I don't care how much money you have, baby, you can't do what they do and get away with it. It's not. I wouldn't be surprised if he has other things that have been settled out of court that just can't be discussed, because of NDAs or whatever. But I think it's just indicative of a person who can't control it or who's been repressed their whole life. I honestly think he would come out, except I think he probably made a promise to his mama. That thing with his mother, I don't know if you watched that documentary on Prime that he has. She had these expectations of him. And all his life, he wanted to meet that expectation. And I think that's why he just won't go on and come out. Outside of his fan base, I really think this is about his mama. And at this point, sir, I need you to stop moving like this. Other than that, we have to beg the question, then, are you just predatory? Is this outside of you just being, gay, allegedly? I don't know what you like, brother. But are you just a predator? Because touching people in their sleep is not where it's at. Crawling up in their bed and rubbing on their booty cheeks like Kevin Spacey is not okay. Like, I'm just saying.
I don't know. I hope he figures it out soon, because this is just going to lead to a downfall. And people are going to hate to see it. And I don't want to hear people when it happens. Like, okay, we shall see what 2026 has to bring for Tyler Perry. Let's get over here with Edmund, because y'all, Love is Blind was Love is Blind. But a certain character stuck out. Let's get over here with Edmund.
I'm about to cry with a boner. I'm gonna be saying I'm sorry because you gonna know I'm not serious. Oh, baby, come on, just follow me. Let's walk. He grabbed my arm. I know. Then we gotta get like security because like he tripping. Cause I can't like need witnesses in the world. I ain't gonna cause no problem. You let other dudes that you don't care about, whatever the fucking case is. They got one night stand, whatever the fucking case is. And here I am rubbing your feet, treating you my fucking all. This is lit. I've never been in a cabinet. Look, this is me in a cabinet. Oh no, I can't close it. I might need your help. So I'm serious. I'm just always the fucking nice guy. That's what fucked me up. I'm too fucking nice. He be fucking me up. I'm too fucking nice. I'm too fucking nice. Damn. Just to be able to hear that would be crazy. Even though you're not, just to hear it. Even though you're not, just to hear it. I know, you're fucking lucky.
To hear what?
And she knows it's not true.
To hear what?
Now, anybody who watched Love is Blind on Netflix, you know exactly who Edmund is and what he represented this season on the show. And I just wanted to put Edmund here because if anybody was making some lemons out of lemonade, it was Edmund. It seems like Edmund, the realtor, he's got a boost, financially in his career and opportunities where I feel like Netflix was trying to play in his face and on his time with who he is and what part of the spectrum that he may be on or whatever may be going on because we can't say for certain and be really sure. Just say, what is this, honey girl? It's Edmund. Mr. Townsend is Edmund. But I follow Edmund on platforms. It is very entertaining. It's very entertaining. I'm just happy that it feels like out of this situation, he was at least uplifted in some way where it feels like this was built to kind of embarrass him and tear him down. I just wanted to say that. Ashley, anything for Edmund? Because I'm too fucking nice.
I'm too nice every time. Edmund put on his cape, baby, and crawl in a closet in a minute, jump off the countertops, and do a high kick. He made the season. He made the season of Love is Blind, but I still feel like they was wrong. I feel like this was exploitation. I feel like he was not a fully realized adult male who should have been pushed the way that he was on the show on the women, for it to all come out that the producers really vied to have him make it in a couple because they knew he would be entertaining and it would be shock value. I really felt like that was exploited, but all reality TV to a certain extent. I wish him well. Tyra follows him. I don't follow that man.
I do. Edmund puts a smile on my face, okay? Edmund frolics through a field of daisies in life. I'm entertained by it. I'm happy because he's happy.
My finances, like the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah,
like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking, and it's not even. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah, I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account, but it's just my.
Ashley, it's just my finances. Now, every year we always have something go hella viral, and we use it to death. It just becomes a part of. Just your everyday speech. Like you just be walking around my finances. Like, actually, why did B Simone and her finances go viral? I feel like at this moment everybody was just feeling it in their finances. And here you have someone like B Simone who has opportunity, and you see the conversation that she has with her so-called best friend here, who was really purging and like, girl, I've seen you do the most for so many others, but when it was me, it was just kind of F me. And it's just like, oh, but girl, my finances, like she just completely beeline and ignored her. But I think this went viral because everybody was feeling it in their finances this year, and B Simone spoke truth to power in this moment. Ashley, my finances.
Was it truth to power. I think B. Simone is so polarizing because of just her history, right? Like if you were in the social media streets when she first came out, she was hilarious. She would do her little skits. Not well, I'm calling them little because they were short, not little, but my boyfriend, like it was the thing, and you really saw her like struggle and try to get on, right? She was trying to do her music, she was trying to do her comedy, and then you got to see her grow and hit $1 million, but then you found out she was stealing from people. Like, you know what I mean? And so there was that. Then you kind of saw her move along and she did her podcast with the best friend, and then that didn't work. She left the bot. Like it was just a wake of I think different little scandals over the years that you saw. And this one, I don't think this was so much about her finances as much as it was, damn, say I didn't see you help everybody, but you didn't help me. And there was really nothing on the back end, like, well, damn, girl, I'm sorry, or anything. And then the next, I think we saw her hosting a prayer meeting in booty shorts. And then now it's, a $10 million, or you get to speak with Jesus, and she chose the money. I think people question B. Simone's authenticity. I think they question, is she the person that they knew initially? I think all of those things come into play, but it's raggedy. If I got it, you got it, we got it. That's how I feel about my friends and my family and the people that matter most to me. So for her to sit up here, watch her friend really sharing everything, it was hard for me. I had nowhere to go. I was back home as a single mom doing all this. And she's like, I was at Bloomingdale's and I couldn't afford that brown bag. So I had to go to H&M. Girl, she's just so, I think it's because she's just so out of touch. Like, damn, girl, you was broke once upon a time. You remember. I think that's what it is. I think when you get to see somebody, like even if you think about I Am Zoe right now and all the scandalous stuff that's going on, it's like, you knew this person when they first come up, and so to see them on the other side, it kind of hurts, and it makes them topical for the moment. But this heifer's topical every chance she gets. Poor B. Simone, she got to shop at H&M and Old Navy now. I don't give a damn, Tyra.
Finances, like I gotta go to H&M.
Oh,
girl,
now that's what I want to know. What are you doing for the community?
The way she swerved so hard on that,
and it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account, but it's just my finances.
My dear American sister,
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law.
Okay.
Respect for the law.
Okay.
Respect to Allah. And
Okay.
respect to God. Do you hear me? My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay? I'm asking for 100K. I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week.
But
listen, he talked too much. That's it.
yes, that's it. Yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखे यही मेरी बात की तारीफ कर रही है.
Listen, you talk too much.
Okay.
We don't know what you're saying. I don't marry for money. Money is nothing. No, money is nothing. I have money. Mind your business. What? I'm already married. I don't live here. I'm chilling.
Can you say how you have been in relationship? That one.
That's private. You gotta pay me more than $4,000 a week for me to talk in USD. It's none of your business. Now go home. Back that up. Private. I'm Muslim and it's against my religion to tell y'all my business. Right now, I'm going to mind my fucking business. Thank you.
where the hell did this woman come from? Like, pulled up and made a quick bag. Respect to the law. Respect to Allah. I'm not talking unless y'all buying me land. The way this lady came out of nowhere and went so viral this year. The way she was over there handling, like, if you know the culture over there, especially with women, and you took your black ass over there and did the fool and came back in one piece. This was so wild and out of left field for me this year. I think it was propositioned and was speaking to somebody's son over there about the potential of marriage. And when she showed up, the young man was like, this is not what I ordered. So send it back. Send it back. You lied. I don't know if the pictures weren't picturing, but he said no. His mama said no. And she said, I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere. And it just went viral. It's like, what are you going to do over here, ma'am? I'm from here. Mind your business. This was very hilarious. And she's removed from this, and she probably has, money to buy land now because this went viral this year. Ashley, how did you feel about this?
Yeah, I love Onaja real bad. She's like, unless you buying me land. I like it in her. Cause what? But Pakistan was not ready for her. We were not ready for her. The way that this captivated me the whole time she was there, and then she went to Dubai after that, and it was like, girl, they're gonna lock you up in Dubai. You can't do everything you did over there in Pakistan. But I mean, I like a person who sits in who they are. Now, was there probably mental illness? Probably so. Because there's no way that you're moving about the world freely like this. And then people, she done made a cot at the people apartments. They out there feeding her, doing her hair. Like, first of all, it was problematic from the beginning. That young man was 18 years old. That she went over there saying that she was going to marry. Oh,
not that it was any better. I thought he was 20. Lord.
Oh, 19. Okay. He was 18, 19. He was a teen. Okay. And she went over there to marry him. Mama clearly had a fit. But now, even though she's back in the States, she was still saying that was still her man. Again, it gave us all comedy, but is there a deeper issue? I believe so. They tried to get her help, honey. One of their big leaders, the man she was just cussing out, he got her in a place, but I guess they couldn't keep her just to check her out and make sure everything was okay. But this was entertaining, honey. This captivated my timeline for a good month. It was worthwhile. I said, what's she gonna say next? She said 4,000 a week. It's against my religion to tell y'all my business unless you buying me land. And then not only that, but she was going to reform all of Pakistan. She said, yes, I have a plan for the city. I'm going to move all of y'all over here. We're going to build up over here. We're going to do this with the schools. Like, Onaja, run for congresswoman, madam. If you're that influential, and the people loved her. They said they love her over there. I don't know. It was interesting.
Cuckoo or not, it's extremely captivating.
That's private. You gotta pay me more than $4,000 a week for me to talk in USD. It's none of your business. Now go home. Back that up. Private. I'm Muslim and it's against my religion to tell y'all my business. Right now, I'm going to mind my fucking business. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
It's Kimberell, can't you tell? Don't like me, you go to hell. One time I sang and really fell. Shades low, can't you tell? Everybody wants to sing like me. Ooh, but you can't sing cause there's only me. Now go and find your own beat. Cause I'm the only one in the kitchen with the heat. I'm the only one that can rap like this. Ooh, sing you into a frenzy without a kiss. It's Kimberell.
Carson gets on my damn nerves. Carson gets on my nerves. Just when you thought the year was just gonna go on fade out, Carson comes up with his Kim Burrell impersonation, and it's everything. It's absolutely everything. Carson is extremely talented, and it's some vocals in there. But he uses his powers for evil. Like, who told you to go over here and imitate this woman like this? This has been stuck in my head so often. You would swear that this comes on the radio, it's on the playlist, it's on somebody's Apple Music, because you're running it back because it sounded a little good. And I love that Kim Burrell, she swallows it and, champions him and everything you got to do. And she loves it and takes it in stride. Carlton is very funny, but this capped off the year in a special way for me. Ashley, it's Kim Burrell, can't you tell?
Kim Burrell, can't you tell? Don't like me, you can go to hell. It's my vocal stem. I've been singing this ever since I saw Not Carlton do this. Hilarious. And what's so funny that it's especially funny if you know who Kim Burrell is, and just the way that she shifted the entire way that people sing. Like, you'd have to put some respect on her name. She's gotten a lot of flack lately because she's off the chain. Like Kim Burrell's off the chain, which is why I was so surprised she responded with so much grace. This, but you almost have to be a fan to really fully appreciate all that Kim Burrell is and what he did there. But super talented. It is hilarious. It's Kim Burrell, can't you tell? It's gonna be forever stuck in my head. Because what are you doing? The wig pulled down, the glasses, the way he's holding the mic. It's like you studied that lady and said, "Let me go in here and cut up real quick." And then if you watch his outtakes. It's so hilarious, but it takes a lot of talent to even play with Kim Burrell on this level. And he ate it up just in time to finish out the year. I loved it.
Oh yeah, because best believe if the vocals weren't vocaling and this was bad, Kim would have ate him up.
Ooh, but you can't see 'cause that's all they need. Now go and find your own beat. 'Cause I'm the only one in the kitchen with the heat. I'm the only one that can run like this. Ooh, send you to a frenzy without a miss. It's coming around.
Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. What? Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Get it, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Get it, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Get it, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Go, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Say it again. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Thank you.
Just brings you joy. This video automatically brings you joy. Baby, didn't nobody watch none of that, between this and Watch What You Say to My Brother, this was keeping that Lion King film afloat, because didn't nobody give a damn. Nobody was over there with Mufasa. But this goddamn tongue stroll, the way I tell you, I was, and this is a very attractive man, but I was more interested in him where I met him as an actor. I was like, oh, he can act. Like, who's this? He's tall. Like, is this a new up and comer? But it was something so attractive at this point about him coming down this tunnel in them slacks. And the vibe of Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa, is very black boy joy. He smiles. He's a very, cheerful type of man. But the slacks look heavy. The slacks look heavy in the appropriate places. And sometimes you gotta be a little birded and you look down and say, oh my gosh. Looks very interesting. It made us very happy for Tiana to be over there with Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Because the slacks were slacking and we were happy for it. This was a nice viral moment at the start, and it came through the year like it was nothing, and it stuck around because Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. And this, unfortunately, has subsided the roles that he's had. All the opportunity kind of that he's been given as a newcomer from what we can see in acting. It's been Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. It gave him some notoriety that he maybe didn't have before. I'm here for it. The slacks are slacking. Ashley?
Girl, you know it's heavy. That's why we was all happy for Tiana. At least he's spreading it and sharing it with the community. I thought this was just in good spirits. Because, some people, they show the ones where people dance. Ooh. They show the ones where people dance, but sometimes they just kind of walk down the thing. So it was really cute to kind of see him loosen up and I'm a vibe with y'all. It was cute. It was fun. He had a rhythm and it looked heavy. It did. We like a man in slacks and a little bit of rhythm. You know what I mean? The combination was a winning pair. The smile, the graciousness. We love all of that on him. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. It still stands. Every time I'm never going to skip it. If I see it pop up, I'm never going to skip it.
Why would you do that? We're not gonna skip it.
Get it, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Get it, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Go, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Say it again. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
slave him. And that's that. Come on. When she got up there, she told those people, y'all, it is really good.
A slave him is so.
Y'all know I ain't lying. You have got to save space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity.
From Wicked?
From Wicked.
Okay.
That, it makes me feel like you can't stop me. No one is going to bring me down. I didn't think I was going to win because, girl, you killed that role.
I try so hard with Kiki. I've been trying so hard with Kiki. Where Kiki can have some of the most infectious positive moments, they're always countered with something like, why Kiki? Especially in this year with her popping out side of like the acting realm and getting more into her like podcast and her show, and This Is Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer has went viral for multiple things this year, even recently with her interviewing Blueface. I'm just indifferent with Kiki, but shout out to her always being relatable, and it's your girl. All right, Ashley.
Girl, no comment. I mean, Kiki cool, cool. She cool. I'm glad my good sister's getting the bag, running it up. Okay, people have different senses of humor. You know what I mean? Like, there's some things that she said, like, I think it's funny, who's that man? If that man was walking down the street, I would have no idea. Sorry to this man. Like, that was hilarious. Like, I think she has funny moments. But for me, it just don't do it for me like everybody else. And she'll always be Akilah in the B for me, baby. But I'm glad she's getting that money. I hope everything works out for her in her personal life with her child, with that man, choices were made. The Blueface interview was, girl, because what are you doing? What are you doing over here? Why are you flirting with this? Yeah, like, what are you doing? I have questions, but she's always going to get a check. She's always working. She's always getting a bag. I like her relationship with her mom. That's all I got for her. Be blessed. I wish her great success in 2026.
Now this next lady, you didn't know that we needed her until she got here.
Kill every role you do.
Ross baby mama, nah, he my baby daddy. I made a baby with him. And bust one in him, got me a jit out of him, dipped. You know what I'm saying? And now a child in college, doing well, playing college football. Wow, what's up, bruh? Who you? Huh? That's my baby daddy. I ain't his baby mama, that's my baby daddy. What? Huh? All right, then. Get it right, man. Go over there and ask that fat back big knuckle. It's who I am. Go ask him. Like he's something. Don't come over asking them dumb questions. What planet you from, man? Huh? I'm his mama, too. I ain't just that. I'm his mama, too. You didn't know that? I done did so many things his mama ain't never did for him. I'm his mama, too. Gotta teach him stuff. She didn't teach him. She had 2-3 jobs. You didn't know that? He'll tell you that.
He was a Dusty. Yeah. He was a Dusty. Yeah. He was a Dusty with a shrimpy in his boxies. I done seen it. I done tried it. I done ride it in his little. He was a Dusty.
I'ma call this bitch till you cut it off.
Pussy asshole. Keep calling, hoe. Yeah, hoe, cause you ain't got no life, Dusty bitch. Fuck asshole. I show you can't keep calling me pussy hoe. Cause you worth the $11 I'm finna call Metro and spend it on changing my number. Broke ass, dusty ass, pigeon-toed ass, funky pH balance off ass pussy hoe. Ho, go wash your stinking crusty ass. You caked up deodorant wearing powder in the pussy ass.
midnight. Where the hell did Tia come from this year? Tia has always been like out, but this year Tia has popped out in a major way and got out of the shadow of just being, Rick Ross's first baby mama. She's naturally funny, and Curse is like, I can't even say cuss like a sailor. Like, she deserves all the Olympics for whatever award she can get for cursing. Child, her mouth is extremely lethal, but she is very, very entertaining. I find myself never skipping a Tia Kemp moment or video because Young T is going to be funny and she's going to give advice, solicited or unsolicited, and it's going to be hilarious. And I just love that. I feel like Rick Ross hates to see her come. Actually, Young T.
I would too. She gonna devour you, eat you up every single time. I don't know why people go on the internet and play with her at all. Young Tia is so hilarious. I adore her. I'll never skip a read down because she's gonna give it to you. Oh my goodness. And she is, like you said, naturally funny. I don't know if she just got more notoriety because she was on, what was it, Zeus? She did the podcast with Blueface's mama and Black China's mama. They were doing that thing over there, and now I think she hosts one of Ray J's shows over there. But it's hilarious. I'm proud of her. I'm glad she's getting a bag, doing her biggest one. Go Young T. She can do no wrong to me.
I bet in between your thighs, black as midnight, you flat-footed bitch. Get your Penelope wearing ass off my line, pussy asshole. Did she tie it? Let me see. She hurt me a little Ariana Grande shirt on. Oh, Lord. Sit down, girl. Bria, stop it. Don't hit her like that, Shay. Bria, calm down. It's okay. Did she tie it? Let me see. She hurt me a little Ariana Grande shirt on. Oh, Lord.
Brianna and her sister sent me this year. I don't even have nothing for this moment. This just sent me this year. This sent me multiple times this year. I can explain like the virality of like a Tia Kemp or whatever. I can't for this clip. I don't know. It just tickled the hell out of me and a whole bunch of other people. Actually, you don't have to speak on this one. I just had to put it in here. Oh, I love that these young ladies got to actually meet Ariana and they got some merch and they are clearly, loved and taken care of, but it seems like even more so now that they have a platform. I love this for the both of them. But this goddamn clip here sent me all year somewhere I did not need to be.
Stop it. Don't hit her like that, Shay. Bria, calm down. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
This was funny this year. This couple out here trying to be cute, creeping, not quite divorced, sort of kind of cheating. And we decided to put this romantic moment on the cam for everybody at the Coldplay concert to see, and everybody and their mama saw it in their relationship and their cheating on their spouses was outed. This was funny as hell. Ashley?
That's what they asked to get. I hate that. What are y'all doing? And just out and about and proud of it. I'm glad they got caught up. That's what they deserve, sickos.
I loved it. I loved it. And I think, I don't even know if they're still together yet. It was very, very done.
I've got a question.
The one and only 24 karat gold Labubu. The one and only 24 karat gold Labubu.
I'm gagging!
Leave this shit in 2025, please. I always hate the things or the the object, the toy, the cup, the shirt, the whatever that goes hella viral to where people need to have it and they lose their minds. This is no different than back in the day, you know, with a Cabbage Patch or a Furby or whatever. But still, like, I don't want no more of this. Cause after this year, we ain't gonna hear nothing about a Labubu or 24 karat Labubu. I don't know. They already said these little things was demonic and possessed. Leave this where it is. Like, I don't want to see any more of this. Y'all don't have to partake in everything. I didn't buy one goddamn Labubu. Ashley, did you buy a Labubu?
No, they look creepy. They look scary. They look like those little gizmos y'all like over there in Gremlins. I don't like that. I don't. It looked like they would come to life at night and bite your ankles or kneecaps. I don't like them. I think they look crazy. I don't get the hype either. I be looking at them open their blind boxes and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, so excited!" I don't get it.
And this man came through at the ass end of the year and has been going viral, and I'm very happy for him. I've been following him for quite some time, but it took him portraying this Grinch to get a little shine on him.
H-Star, I don't
Oh
mean
no, never mind. It's this. I forgot I put this here. I couldn't leave this out because all this year it was goddamn 6'7". Hold on, y'all. We gonna get to my boy.
What about this creep?
right to they behind the way that switch, bro. I know he dying. 6'7".
Talk about the song 6'7". Why is it called 6'7"?
That's just what my brain thought of when I was making the song. 6'7".
But there's no like special meaning like behind it.
Yeah, 6'7".
It's just a number or a block or just a star.
It mean a block though, but that's not what it mean to everybody else now.
I can't wait to leave this behind. I'm this close to snatching my children. This close. This caught on. Girl, ooh. The fact that it doesn't officially mean anything. Everybody is kind of attaching their own meaning to it depending on your age and who you are. 6'7" can mean whatever. It's just like a general term now. And it's so popular from your everyday average person to everything is goddamn 6'7". I don't want to hear 6'7" again going into 2026. Please leave it where it's at. This caught on and it still has yet to be dropped. I'm waiting for it to drop off. Ashley?
Girl, I went down this rabbit hole, the Skrilla rabbit hole, how he couldn't make it as a real one and went over there with the fiends and he was shooting his videos and he's into the dark arts. I'm not going over there with Skrilla or 6'7". No thank you. No, thank you.
Turn something negative to something positive.
Hello! Fabulous night. It's about time somebody said it!
Mr. Grinch!
What's poppin', twin?
How's it going?
Hey, you doing? My grandma made you, look.
Your granny made this?
Yeah, she made you.
Oh, she made me?
Yes. Do you like it? Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
I was very happy for him. I've been following this young man for a long time. Way back when he hopped on and he was doing his Rudy Raj Element impression. This was just really, really nice to see him doing his everyday, job down at I think he's at Universal Studios or one of those places. And for him to get this instant notoriety and opportunity because he's bringing back those feels of the Grinch. I like that it's Jim Carrey adjacent, but you couldn't see any of this. People didn't know who he was. They were like, oh, he's black. It's a black person in there. Like, I love the joy and what he's been able to bring to people at the end of the year and the holiday. And I'm looking forward to seeing what other opportunities he gets because he's very, very entertaining. Ashley?
I agree. I just found out his identity like a couple of days ago and went down the rabbit hole. I think he just hit 1 million on TikTok or something like that. So it's such a big deal, and representation is so important too. I think it's fun. He does great impressions in general of a lot of different people. And people are kind of taking that for granted, but he does a great Grinch impression in addition to adding his own nuances to it. I'm so excited for him and what it means for the future and maybe voice acting and all of those things. But that's so fun. And the way people have just been getting their life all holiday season with him, taking pictures, him going off on people. Like, I just think it's so fun.
All right. Well, y'all, we are about to wrap it up. This is a movie channel. We do watch movies and do, content and reviews. And we've watched a lot of stuff this year. We can't talk about it all, but we can do a real quick reverse the situation and bid you guys adieu into the new year. But let's start here. Ashley, which one was better? Welcome to Dairy or Gilded Age? Yes, I did it. Don't.
How dare it, viewers? Do this to it, me. But I'm gonna be the Gilded Age season 3 was virtually a perfect season of television. Dairy was really good. But for me, HBO held the crown between Task, Welcome to Dairy, The Gilded Age. They did their biggest one, I feel like, in 2025. But The Gilded Age, for the content, for the writing, for all of that, that's got to win for me. Tyra, what about you? It was hard. You're
A smile is something special. A ribbon is something red. Like, Pennywise pulled up and paid off that anticipation everybody had. Everybody was waiting on this show, and sometimes things are not worth the wait. All of the red rum, murder, death, kill, blood on the show? What? This was great. Especially the first 3-4 episodes. Oh, it was golden television. This was so well executed. Even the things that, shout out to y'all supporting us in our reviews, even the things that we maybe didn't love so much at times, this was still a really great show. And it really has me looking forward to the next installment. Like the way that I was turned out and bewildered the past Sundays. Like, so what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to watch now? Where am I supposed to be? I was highly entertained. I was really invested in this story. I love the game. Y'all know I was just met the Gilded Age via Ashley this year. I was over there with the Gilded Age. I was here. I was so happy that I felt like they came full circle and delivered this season in the way that we wanted to on all fronts for all the characters. It was so good. The costume, all of that's gonna be on point. It's gonna be a beautiful show. Beautiful gowns. But the writing in the Gilded Age was really, really good this season. But just based off of the strength of how Pennywise rolled up in that first episode and deaded them kids, I can't drop it. I can't drop it. You have me holding on to Richie and them, to Richie. I can't drop it. I'm sorry. Even with the inconsistencies, I love the Gilded Age, but I gotta go over here with a smile of something special. Like, I ain't never did a little coochie pop to the Gilded Age opening. I ain't never. It was a bop. Welcome to Dairy delivered on so many home fronts. I'm sorry.
It did. And Rico, it wasn't all about the uppity whites this season. It was actually about the uppity blacks as well.
Every character got their shine. Oh, we also looked at and discussed Alien Earth in The Last of Us. I'm gonna go with Alien Earth. The Last of Us disappointed me so much this year and this past season. And I was like, we killed Joe for what? We went this route with our characters and child, we ain't gonna get over here with this thing over here. It was just so rotten for me. I was so mad at The Last of Us. I can't. It's unforgivable. It made me feel like I wanted to check out with the seasons moving forward. Alien Earth did enough to keep me holding on, and I really like the concept and where we went with some of our characters. And just, baby, it's Alien. The fact that they could reinvent something enough to keep us interested in a franchise that's been around since 78, 79, I was here for it. I was here for it way more than I was Last of Us. Ashley?
The Last of Us wins by default because that's the one I finished. I didn't even finish Alien Earth. I stopped watching Alien Earth. I will give it up to Alien Earth that they did have a strong pilot episode. I actually really enjoyed the pilot, and my expectations were here. But by episode 3, it was out of the water. The Last of Us, actually, the first 2 episodes, I was like, okay. So, and again, I finished The Last of Us. So I'm going with it for that. Alien Earth, yeah. It just didn't hit all the way.
Not a default win, Ashley. I finished it. I already told I was going to go back. Now we have Severance here and Paradise. And just like Ashley with a little default, I heard good things about it. It's on my list. I have not watched Paradise. I have not. I haven't watched it. I haven't. I have not watched it. I don't know what happened to where we didn't discuss Paradise, or the dropping schedule with the episodes were maybe off or something. But sometimes when we don't go over there, I ain't going over there. But I did finish Severance, and it has to win by default. Severance is in the realm of those shows that the rigmarole does get tiresome. I am kind of getting a little like, okay, come on. But I didn't watch Paradise, so I have to fix that. Ashley, which one was the better show?
Paradise. And I say that because and Severance gets a lot of critical acclaim and a ton of fanfare, and we watched it, but for a show that I actually want to go back and watch, I think it's Paradise. For whatever reason, Severance is very pretentious. I think it thinks a lot more of itself than it ought to, and I think people give into that because people like an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a rhyme, so they go over there. But Paradise, I feel like if you want to see representation of a strong black man, going over there to Paradise, and you get James Marsden too, Sterling K. Brown, James Marsden. You don't lose. The story is compelling. It's about the future and things that could happen potentially. It's well acted. It's well written. Paradise is going to keep you on the edge of your seat and begging for more. And yes, Tyra, the reason we didn't watch it is because there were raggedy release schedule. I think they dropped 4 episodes, then they dropped 1, and they dropped another 2. I think that's why we didn't get on board. But I'm hoping for season 2 we can cover it because it was really good.
Really? I know it's coming soon. I don't know if it's January or March, but I'm gonna get caught up so we can be over there. And I heard nothing but good things about it, so I can't wait to watch it. I just didn't get around to it. So. And yes, baby, Severance is extremely pretentious. Y'all, we tried to watch White Lotus. It did not go well. It did not go well. Speaking of things that didn't quite go well, some things were, hits and misses. More so, misses than hits. These 2 shows fell short coming back, for us. And I'm definitely going to roll with Squid Games. Even though I was disappointed on plenty of fronts in the directions that we went with some of our characters and who took president in the end and where it looks like the franchise is coming to America. But it was far better than Gen V. I did take into consideration that we lost a very, prominent character in Gen V, but some things were just unforgivable, like me not giving a damn where we're going in the next season because I just didn't care. I'm gonna go over here with Squid Games. Actually, Gen V or Squid Games.
Another by default. I did not finish Gen V. I did not finish the season. Oh, poor Skylar. And I am going to go back and watch it because I want to just before The Boys comes back because I know the final season of The Boys will be out in a couple months or next month, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, Squid Game by default. I did not enjoy this season of Squid Game, but at least I finished it. We watched it.
I thought you finished Gen V. You didn't miss nothing.
I finished Peacemaker. I didn't finish Gen V.
Now, as Ashley said, HBO was holding it down for some reason. They were. I tried to watch The Pit. My delicate sensibilities would not let me get to The Pit, and I tried. I'm gonna try again because once again, this is another show that I heard really good things about, and I want to get into it with everybody else. But I am so not 24 hours in the emergency room. It looked too. I don't like that. I love my horror bloody. These type of shows, don't put them broken kneecaps and surgeries in my face. It does something to me. I'm going to try to watch it again, though, because I want to get into the next season. Now, Task! We were watching Task and living our best life. It was a good time. It was a good discussion. I love Task. And like Ashley said, by default, because I watched that one all the way through, I'm going to have to pick that one. I really want Task to roll up with a season 2. Ashley?
Task got renewed for season 2. Now, what they're going to do with Task season 2, I don't know. And, Pit season 2 is out in January. Now, I watched both of these. I tried to get Tyra on the Pit bus, y'all. She was not going for it. But it is beautifully acted. And the story within the story is just so good. But again, you can't have an aversion to gore and surgeries and body parts and that stuff. Really, really good. Noah Wiley back over here in another ER, pun intended. But Task was a revelation. These performances were exceptional. Did they play in our face towards the end? They did a little bit, but this was just so well acted. The synergy amongst the cast was incredible. Tom and the Hulk did their biggest ones over here. Tom Pelphrey and our guy did really, really, really great jobs with these roles, with these performances. You felt them, you were moved. Brad Inglesby, yes, he did Mayor of Easttown. He did Task. He does all of the things. So good. Task has to win. Task has to win. It was just hands down the best thing that was on TV when it was on. It was so good.
I'm still gonna watch it. I'm gonna soldier through. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. Y'all can help me get through it. I can watch all the horror in the world. When we get over there, don't put me over there.
Like real life. Like that's somebody else.
I can't. I was like, why is it so brutal? I hate these type of shows. I don't want to see that.
It is really good.
Man. Now everything wasn't great. Everything couldn't possibly be great this year. We had some Saka-ish shows, and All Is Fair and Just Like That, which was canceled. We're part of that. All Is Fair was renewed though. They said, give me 2 more of them. Go on, sign right here, baby girl. We love y'all. Love it. We got how many ratings? Y'all was rolling up on Hulu doing what? Yeah, we're gonna renew it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with it Just Like That, because at least things were making logical sense for the narrative of the show and the ladies, if you want to call it that. All's Fair was just a hot ass mess. A hot, farm. Let's just clip farm everything type of mess. Like, I really wanted to enjoy All's Fair. All's Fair is very lush and beautiful gowns, much like and Just Like That. But as far as what was the better show and the worst of the two, I'm gonna go with it Just Like That. Ashley?
I second that emotion, and not for the reason Tyra said, and Just Like That was some bull too. But All's Fair was just a naked fever dream. I'll say and Just Like That because they were such good lives. They were so entertaining. The community that formed around and Just Like That and the reviews was amazing. Those are probably some of our most hilarious lives of the year. Like we went down through there. We put it all on the line within Just Like That. That was a good time. So for that reason, and the people showed up and really rocked with us for And Just Like That. So for that reason, And Just Like That, it did its service to us, Tyra. It served us well.
It did. I'll see what they bring next time with All's Fair, but child, do something different. Now look at here. I really didn't like Ironheart. I really didn't like that. I wanted to love Ironheart so bad, especially for what it represents, but it just really didn't hit the mark for me. Peacemaker pissed me off. How you gonna leave us like that, James? What's wrong with you, man? Why would you leave us on such a huge cliffhanger? Are you crazy? I was really getting into the show and the rhythm and like, they waited, of course, to tell us that this season was going to be the last season and left us on the ultimate cliffhanger with Peacemaker. Hated it down. Ironheart did not come full circle for me, and it was just such a wasted opportunity for something that could have been really, really great. I don't know what's going on with the show, or is it canceled, or what's that? I don't know, but I wasn't planning to watch it either way. Ashley, Peacemaker, or Ironheart?
It's gonna be Ironheart. Ironheart all day for me. I know people felt how they felt about it, and could it have been better? Absolutely, but I'm voting for everybody black. I'm over there with Ironheart. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. They're pulling the same stunt with Wonder Man. They're gonna drop that all at once. They piecemealed this and did 3 episodes a week. They're really doing a disservice to these kind of ancillary stories in the Marvel universe, and it's got me side-eyeing everything over there right now. But I'm gonna go over there with Ironheart. Peacemaker got kind of political this year. it kind of, girl, when we got to go deal with the whites only universe, I was like, we have enough whites only pies, Tyra. Like, damn, we got to do this again. But I didn't know it was canceled, so that's it.
That's it. Anyone even like canceled? James just decided, yeah, this is where I want to stop, and I'm going to bow gracefully. Yeah, I'm done with this universe. And like, you just left us like that? What's wrong with you, man? I don't know. That was goddamn harsh. Thank you so much, Melanated Bookworm, for the super chat. On the Netflix front of things, did anybody watch Forever series created by? Yeah, we discussed it. We talked about it. I think it's in here somewhere. Go look it up. Find the review. We definitely had an in-depth, long conversation breaking down Forever. We was over there on Forever. Long conversation for Forever. Please check it out and leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought about our thoughts on it. And leave your thoughts too. Can't wait for that one to come back as well. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that was.
It was right there. It was right here all along. We didn't even know it. Ashley, Forever or Reasonable Doubt?
Forever. Now, and we're talking about the most recent season. Reasonable Doubt had an epic season this year. I thought it was incredible. I thought it was amazing, start to finish. You know how we sandblasted Reasonable Doubt the last season. This season, they came and did their biggest one, right? But I'm taking into consideration context and all of the things. I think Forever was a very well executed show from start to finish. I thought they did a really great job with representing Black parents. And so honestly, it's for that reason. Reasonable Doubt has forever had terrible parents and demonstration of Black parenting over there. So for that reason, I'm rocking with Forever. And I just really enjoyed the story and the execution of it. And again, it's everybody Black over here. From the cast to the director to the creator, like I'm over there. But Reasonable Doubt was really, really great this season. I won't take anything from them. Tyra.
And acting over there in Reasonable Doubt. What's his name? I keep forgetting his Kyle B. We're gonna call him Kyle B. Phenomenal. Yeah. He was so great and added so much to the cast of Reasonable Doubt, and you know how that went down. But it was a great season in that light. But Wood Harris is over there in Forever being a phenomenal Black daddy. I ain't leaving Wood Harris for nobody. You think I'm gonna leave Wood Harris for Jax? I'm not. And Lewis, I'm never that. We ain't leaving Wood Harris being a great Black father for nobody. And you know, the mom was over there too. She was great. Everybody was great. But Wood Harris is over there being a fine Black father to his son, trying to curate him in the proper direction. Being a parent. I'm gonna go over there with it. Sorry to this man, wouldn't know a thing, but I'm gonna go over here with Forever. I'm gonna go over here. Yes, Reed. Cal Berry was really, really great as Ozzy in Reasonable Doubt, and I'm looking forward to where we're going with the season. But I'm also looking forward to see where they're gonna go with Forever, because I would have thought that Forever was, a one and done type situation. And sometimes things can kind of blow up when you try to, okay, you know what? It did so well. Let's elongate the story and add where we were planning not to. It could go left, but I'm looking forward to it because Wood Harris is over being a fine Black father. Okay? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Oh, man. Ashley, pick one. You can only pick one. They're all so good, but you can only pick one.
All, incredible works of art. I'm gonna go with Ruth and Boaz, because at least in Ruth and damn Boaz, a Black woman wasn't experiencing, everything. She put that man through the work. I mean, she had a little bit of it, but ultimately she put it on his shoulder. He's the one who got the winery burnt down. He tried to make it biblical. He tried to stick with something. I'm going over there. Straw, I actually didn't hate Straw. I thought it was a good look into mental illness and what that looks like, grief and all of that. Finding Joy was terrible to me. I did not enjoy that at all. It was too much talking about nothing. And I said, I thought that was supposed to be Tyler's wheelhouse of Finding Joy, and it just did not. So for that reason, I'm going over there with Ruth and them. Tyler Lepley. Going over there.
I don't go up for the Hallmark adjacent Bible stories myself. So I couldn't go over there with Ruth and them. I couldn't. They tried my patience over there. It was, if Tyler's shirt ain't off and he ain't naked slapping on big bone booty cheeks, I don't want it. I don't want it. What was the debauchery? I don't know. I like the positivity. You know, everything doesn't have to be that. But Ruth and Boaz was just very mute for me. Nothing. Finding joy. Where was the joy in it? I was waiting to find the joy and it never came to me. Straw at least. You know what? I'm going to go over there because Taraji gave me a damn headache with all that yelling and crying and sweating she was doing in that bank. It was exhausting. You know, it was too much. I got to just pick on GP. You know, we tired of the downtrodden black woman narrative from Tyler, but at least they were doing something over there. Ruth and Boaz was just very safe and Christian-like. That's not good.
But then on the other hand, he stole that story. He stole that movie. Now that's what he did in Straw too.
Absolutely. Actually, the morning show or the Good Family. Good American
Family. The Good American Family, because at least it was entertaining. The way that they had created monsters over there in the Good American Family, it was entertaining. We had some pretty hilarious lives on that. The morning show, I DNF'd the morning show, Tyra, this last season. I DNF'd it. I did not finish it. Hell no. The only thing I was when you gave me the rundown of it. I ain't finished it.
Oh wow. I second that notion. The morning show has so much potential. Like the first season of the morning show was phenomenal. You couldn't tell me the rest wasn't going to be brilliant. But it's just been a slippery slope. The season started off really, really well, and then we got lost in the mist for a lot of it, and predictable and tired and kind of boring. Hopefully when they regroup and get rid of some of these characters, maybe we can go somewhere. The Good American Family was hilarious. Hilarious and viral for all the wrong reasons. I like that we got a billion different perspectives and narratives from all of our characters, and the characters are up here. And sometimes that's good and entertaining. I'd watch it again. Now the morning show, I'm gonna go back over there, but I don't really want to. I'm just hoping that they pick it up in another season. If you don't, then it's just really, really over. Now, lastly here, these are some of the movies that we've watched. Now, we've watched a whole lot of movies because we're always watching movies. Shout out to the Collective Discord. Be sure to join us. But we're going to rank these movies that were more so popular for me, or to me this year. A lot of movies came out, but these were like on the tip of everybody's tongue, whether it was how bad it was or the anticipation or whatever. But ranking from 10, my bottom, it's going to be Weapons, because that pissed me off. Weapons pissed me off in a way that I didn't know. I don't know. Weapons grind my gears in the worst way possible. Oh my goodness. It's neck and neck with highest lowest. Cause what the hell was Denzel over there doing with Spike? Highest lowest was so disappointing and such a waste of cinematic time and capability that they could possibly have to make something good. That was terrible. Highest lowest is gonna be number 9. Number 8 is going to be One of Them Days. One of Them Days did absolutely nothing for me. It was a wasted opportunity of what could have potentially been, one of those buddy comedies that we're so familiar with, especially from the 90s, early 2000s. The comedy just didn't really deliver for me, which really shouldn't have been an issue when we have a cast like Cat Williams, Keke Palmer, and all the other people that was there. It was just very mediocre and average. It's not something that I want to revisit and put in the collection. When you have a good DVD box set, and this what One of Them Days not making it to the set. Above that, at number 7, is going to be One Battle After Another, because why? Why? It got so much praise, especially our Tiana Taylor and Leonardo. I'm still trying to figure out how that happened. Because are you insane? Are you mad? I'm just trying to work my way around, because maybe I need to give One Battle After Another a second watch to really swallow up what they were trying to put down, because I was not here for it. Number 6, I'm gonna go with Him. Him was him. Like, what had happened? Him? it had the promise to deliver in the concept that could have went like really far and had something to say and a whole lot of substance and nuance. And it just kind of fell short in the end where we could have really got something great from the likes of a Marlon and our newcomer here, Tyreek, I think it's his name. It maybe later, but him didn't give me what I needed. Number 5 is gonna be Superman. I really wanted to like James Gunn Superman. I did not like it. It was just average. It was just average. I like that we're more so going into the comedic directions of the Superman comic book and not so much, the serious Henry, that we've kind of become accustomed to. But is this something that I'm going to roll up on and watch later with, the OG DC films that I love so much? Or hell, even the fellow Superman movies that, you tend to enjoy. I'm not. Above that, I'm gonna go with 28 years later. 28 years later, another one that was highly anticipated. It delivered on a lot of fronts and some not so much, but I didn't hate it. I did not hate it. So I'm gonna leave that there. Um, Number 3. I really thought the Fantastic Four delivered. I thought it was a nice, concise film, especially with what that particular franchise has been through. I felt like it did well. It didn't do well at anybody's box office, but I like the concept, the time period, and the transition that we went through with these particular characters. Number 2 is gonna be Wicked for Good. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Wicked for Good was not better than the first installment. To me, it got a little convoluted and long-winded with them trying to tie in the Wizard of Oz actual movie. Y'all didn't have to do that. Nobody told y'all to go over there and try to be cute and do too much. But as far as just the film as a whole, I think it delivered. I would watch it again. And number 1 is gonna be Sinners. Sinners shut all this shit down. I don't know what's going on with the accolades for Sinners and why people trying to be cute. Don't be cute. It was great. It was great. It was phenomenal. It was a moment. It delivered more than a lot of things that people thought was this year. And it was a movie that shouldn't have worked genre wise and where we went. Come on. I thought Sinners was maybe, probably the best movie this year. Ashley? Ashley, you muted?
I said, yeah, let's go. It's a little different. But 10 is him. I was just I didn't it didn't land with me. I get it, right? Like you know how you get something in theory, but then in execution and practicality, it just doesn't land for you. That did not land for me. There was nothing about it that was awe-inducing, inspiring, or even really scary, right? It's par for the course. 9, Wicked for Good, that I didn't even finish, but I don't like it. I don't. 8, One Battle After Another. I don't get the hype. I really struggle with it. For me, it was a lot of stereotypical tropes that went around, and it just it was lost on me. 7, Weapons. I mean, it is what it is. 6, Highest to Lowest, just because I gotta rank it somewhere, and it wasn't the worst thing I watched all year. 5, One of Them Days. It was not funny for me at all. We watched that together. It was not funny. Number 4, Superman. And here's the problem. I think when you go back and watch, because just like with Highest to Lowest, I went back and watched the original and the Supermans. I went back and watched all of the original Supermans, and it pales in comparison. Just like Highest to Lowest, I don't know what he was doing, or they were just having fun, I suppose. For 3, 28 Days Later. Imagine that. Imagine that. A horror ranking that high. We had a lively discussion on 28 Days Later. I thought it was interesting. Some of it, of course, was a lot. But I don't think it was a horrible movie. I know it got a lot of mixed reviews. It wasn't horrible to me. Number 2, Fantastic Four. I thought Fantastic Four was fantastic. I enjoyed that. That was one of those good theater movie experiences, and then one is Sinners. Sinners, there's really no comparison. Like, to rank all these, it's like I've watched, honestly, Netflix produced movies that ranked higher than some of these big blockbuster films that came out this year. I think that's where we're going. I think a lot of the film that's good is going to be more indie, more local, because, yeah.
Well, y'all, that's our year in 2025. This has been fun. Hopefully you guys were, entertained. Respect to the law. Yeah, and hopefully we covered some things that you maybe forgot about, some things that you missed, and we got all off of into 2025 before we could touch 2026. Ashley, anything you want to say about, moving forward or things that you're anticipating before we let the people go?
Oh gosh, I've already on the Discord published the list of stuff that's coming out in January, so be sure to check that out. But no, I'm excited. This year was a lot, y'all. A lot went on behind the scenes this year. A lot. So I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful and looking forward to 2026, definitely ramping things up, getting back into the content bag and just in the rhythm of it all. But I really want to thank Tyra, of course, for girl showing up. Listen, because it's been going through it. But for just showing up, and for, of course, all of you guys, all of the members, all the sweet peas, all the people who show up in the Discord, that show up on these lives, even when y'all don't watch the shows. We appreciate you so much. Another year under our belts, y'all. We made it. We made it. We made it. It's been we done been through some stuff, y'all. So everyone who's still here, we appreciate you. We love y'all real bad, and we thank you so much for the support. And I'm just in gratitude. I've learned a lot this year. Hopefully grown and matured a lot this year, and can take some of that stuff into 2026. But Tyra, I got a question for you. Anything you want to say? And then I also want to know, what's your intention and your hope for 2026?
I'm trying to find. Oh God, oh gosh, y'all, this year has been raggedy as fuck. But we're going into the new year extremely positive and hoping for the best. I'm gonna try to pull up and get active in these streets. But first, I have to pull up for myself. Your girl trying to do a little switcheroo and go to school for some other things and change careers and get into the pharmacies. Hanging your pills behind that counter and whatnot. So I really want to make sure I finish these classes and graduate and get my certification child, because Lord, I can't pronounce that stuff. But we're gonna take it one day at a time. We're gonna take it one day at a time. I need y'all to roll up, come out them pockets, y'all. I got tuition to pay. But no, I'm really hoping to be hella productive next year and be in a very positive space with positive intentions and great aura and great people around me, including y'all, because you guys are great and you are awesome. Never underestimate the love that people can pour into you that don't know you from a can of paint and ain't seen you. Y'all show up for us in such a major way every single time, and not just, I don't know who y'all are, but just in general. we know that you guys could be anywhere doing anything, and the fact that you choose to show up here and spend time with us or bring in your year and all those good stuff, that's great, and I love you guys for it. I'm just hoping that you're still sticking around in here in the new year when we go through the motions and always get to the content. The goal is to always be productive and get to the content, and I will be using this platform as an avenue to pay tuition, so I will be getting to the content. I will be getting to the content. I don't have no choice. But thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. Like, I can't wait to see what the new year brings, and I'm hoping that it is all good. Anything else, Ashley?
No, just thank y'all.
All right. I look not tired of learning that script. I'm trying. I'm trying. Like Teddy said on ATI, I'm trying. Like, it is. It's undertaking than I expected. But hey, if they're gonna let you handle some drugs, I should have expected it. But I'm excited about it and what it means in the future, and I'm definitely gonna tell you guys about it in the Discord along the way. And hopefully, if y'all out there and you know anything about it, you got any skills or any advice or some help, child, help. Come quick, drop everything. Craig's in trouble. Help me. I need a little help. But thank you guys so much for spending your time with us. And hopefully you have a great new year as well. And we are definitely going to see you guys next time with more content. Good night, y'all.
Back it up. For the